it's a big game for these two teams. It's the Chargers and the Dolphins in the AFC. Coming up on Sunday Night Football.
How many fucking Sunday night games have the Chargers gotten this year? Like, so many. It's like the LA Chargers show on Sunday nights now. But they're usually entertaining to watch. Tonight, I worry, though, they might get fucking smoked up and down this field because they're missing half their defensive starters and they're playing against Tua, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, this fucking bunch that just knows how to turn a game into a track meet. So old Justin Herbert's going to have to really get on the back and ride tonight. It's all on him, I feel like. It's his responsibility to keep them in this game. I'm not optimistic that the rest of the team, or the defense in particular, is going to do enough to keep them in it. But please give me a good game to stream. Hey, how about those Tampa Bay fucking ears getting their ass beat? Love it. That was enjoyable. Broncos, what a comeback, but came up short. Patrick Mahomes single-handedly threw the Broncos back into the game and gave the MVP to Jalen Hurts. Carolina Panthers beat a winning team on the road. Crazy, crazy stuff there. Let's hope for good things here in this game. Pressure's really on Herbert tonight, like I said. I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins win this by 2 scores. SoFi Stadium, another glorified home game for the visiting team. That's why nobody ever wanted a team in fucking LA until the NFL just said, we're forcing 1 to LA, goddammit. And then they're like, we're going to force 2. Did the Giants win? No. The Giants got beat 48-14. Eagles beat the Giants 48-14. Actually, that was 48-22. The Giants scored a garbage touchdown at the end. 48-22.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation.
This game got a little more interesting when the Jets lost today, because if the Chargers win, they take the Jets' playoff spot for now, but if the Patriots win tomorrow night, then they knock the Chargers and Jets down a peg. What is this corny-ass intro they're about to do? Better not be copyrighted music. I'm muting it just in case. Sup, Alex? I didn't even realize that was Darius Rucker. I had my fucking head in the sand.
That last one actually inspired this line.
Yeah. MTV Unplugged on Sunday Night Football. It's going to take a Herculean Justin Herbert performance to pull this off tonight. The Broncos showed the most signs of life they've had all fucking year in a losing effort. But goddamn, the Broncos scored 28 points. That's like more than they scored in 4 games combined. It's fun to be streaming a Dolphins game. We'll do that next Saturday night as well. They play Buffalo on Saturday. We'll probably have 2 streams Saturday. I think I'll do Ravens-Browns, depending on who plays. The quarterback position, obviously, for the Ravens is up in the air. But I know I'm streaming Dolphins-Bills on Saturday night.
Mike, the Dolphins stayed here on the West Coast after last week's loss in San Francisco. Mike, you guys spent a ton of time together over at UCLA. What was that like for the team?
like this Mike McDaniel guy.
Going on in their lives that they have to attend to when they're at home. Nothing to do but hang out with each other. So I think we got tighter, and it was a good bonding experience for all of us.
You told us that helping your quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, has been the most fulfilling thing ever that you've done in your career.
Oh, him and Tua are BFFs. That's why this is working so well for the Dolphins.
Nail on the head on why I got into coaching in the first place. It was, I think, first and foremost, as a coach, your job is to try to bring the best of the players.
Don't look past this game. You got to take the Chargers seriously, even though they're very undermanned on defense. I hope the Dolphins don't get caught looking to Saturday when they play Buffalo. In Buffalo, wonder what the weather will be like. That'll be something to keep an eye on through this week. The forecast.
Grow and blossom. It's why I got into the profession in the first place.
Mike, thanks. Enjoy tonight.
Absolutely.
And Tua and the Dolphins are going to be facing a Chargers defense that has struggled with injuries.
Callahan, Derwin James, Sebastian Joseph Day are out.
Tonight. Sebastian Joseph Day.
This is going to be really hard for the Chargers. I don't expect good things tonight.
Derwin James, all watching this one, Mike.
Familiar story for the Chargers, Melissa. All right, here's the
So remember,
NFC after
if the Chargers somehow win, they take the Jets' playoff spot. But if the Patriots win tomorrow night, they knock the Chargers and Jets both out temporarily. Season's not over. We got 4 games to go after this.
Spot from the Jets for the moment. New England can get into that 7th spot if they win in Arizona tomorrow. And by the way, a Chargers loss means the Chiefs win the AFC West. All of that at stake.
Cameron Dicker the Dicker the kicker.
Kicker here for Los Angeles. Raheem Mostert back deep to receive. It's in the 50s in Southern California.
50s and very chilly.
Chill in the air.
They said the Dolphins sideline have heaters on. It's like, come on, it's in the 50s. It's not like it's 35. Alex is from Edmonton, so he's like, come on, they're cold in the 50s.
From Inglewood. It'll be a touchback. Miami gets it at the 25, and here's the Dolphin offense.
With the Dolphins offense first.
Raheem Mostert, Purdue.
Tua, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, 3 best quarterbacks in the league this year. I'd rank it Jalen, Tua, then Mahomes. Mahomes has been a little sloppy at times. Mahomes seems to throw 1 or 2 bonehead interceptions every week, despite the fact that the Chiefs usually still win by 2 scores. Jalen Hurts definitely MVP front runner. Tua, if he just kills it these last 5 games, tonight and the next 4, maybe he can steal it away. I doubt it, though. Going up top. Already good defense there. Wow. Step for step with Tyreek Hill. Backup safety.
Oh, I hear you've got a new safety in the game. Okay, let's go ahead and scare him to death.
Shame on the Dolphins for not wearing throwback unis tonight. Shame on them every week they don't do that.
How much nerve Alohi Gilman has from this day forward after getting a taste of that on the first play.
The play by the third-year man from Notre Dame, 2nd and 10.
And out of the hands of Waddle.
Across the middle, so
2 incomplete passes. Chargers defense covering well for the first 2 plays.
San Francisco's accuracy was not there at Levi's last week. You know, he had the concussion scary against Cincinnati week 4 of the season. This is 7th game back since. The number's terrific. Best passer rating.
Best part of my day was watching Tampa Bay eat shit against San Francisco. Today was worth it just for that.
Connection, you heard Melissa ask Mike McDaniel about it. Mike McDaniel's empowered Tua to find a personality, an offensive style, and it's been a great fit for the first 3 quarters of the season.
3rd and 10.
Now they're going to close the deal. 3rd and 10. This pass
And it's off the mark, incomplete, 3 and out. Hell of a start for the Chargers.
Gets the job done on the opening drive.
How about that opening defense?
Blanketing receivers.
They attacked almost every single one of the new guys in the secondary for the Chargers there. That time, Jasir Taylor, the rookie, comes up with a big
I want to say
play,
it's
but
like
that was
38
fantastic
and
across the board by the
a little
defensive
rainy
back.
here. It's rained a little bit today. It's like 38 degrees.
The 14-year veteran, former St. Thomas
Fahrenheit.
kick it away for Miami. Rush here on Morstead.
You know, they never did teach us much about Celsius in school. Oh, what a tackle on that punt return.
Elijah Campbell, the gunner with a sensational play to stop Carter.
my gosh. How do you time this up that perfectly? Generally, you see guys breaking stride and breaking down, but he saw the ball land. Wow. What a play by Campbell.
Miami's coverage units on special teams have been really poor this year. Poor tackling. Campbell sets a tone early for special teams for the Dolphins.
I think the 49ers got a pretty solid quarterback based on what I saw earlier in that game.
From the 20, Justin Herbert gets his first snap of the night. He's got his
Play
man
fake from
center.
Herbert.
Completely
Everett gets the first down. Chargers get the first down, or they're not. To me, they're already doing better than I expected because it's the Chargers. It's late in the season. They collapse. This is what they do.
Western Colorado. Mike Williams, Clemson. Keenan Allen, UC Berkeley. DeAndre Carter, Sacramento State. Gerald Everett, South Alabama. Jamari Sawyer, Georgia. Matt Byler, Bloomsburg. Corey Lindsley, The Ohio State. Zion Johnson, Boston College. Foster Sorrell, Stanford.
Sorrell's third start at right tackle. 3 first-year guys on that offensive line. The 31, Austin Eckler to the left, space on the edge.
Eckler, 11 yards and a first down.
Over 500 yards rushing and receiving this year. He's the do-it-all guy for this Charger offense.
Go back and look at how well the Chargers played the Chiefs a couple weeks ago despite losing. They need to double that effort tonight to pull this off.
So right away we're seeing quick throws and getting the ball to Eckler, which is exactly what this team does because they really need to try and help the protection that struggled the last few games for the Chargers.
The 42-yard line.
Yeah, well, Eckler fought to try to get to the line.
It'll be no gain for Austin. It is Justin Herbert at quarterback, 6th pick of that 2020 draft. Started week 2 of his rookie season and every game since. This year, remember week 2 in Kansas City, the Thursday night, fractured the rib cartilage. That lingered. He played in pain for a couple of months.
I don't know how Herbert didn't miss a game when he got hurt against Kansas City way back in week 2.
For a lot of reasons, there aren't really excuses for the struggle with the stats.
Oh, steps through the sack.
Steps up and throws sideline. That's
Incomplete.
Joshua Kelly is the second string.
Yeah, they always say you really just take for granted your ribs in your entire midsection until you break them, and then you're just like, you can't do anything. Can't laugh, can't cough, can't turn.
In my opinion, is one of the better defensive tackles in all of football. It's amazing how hard that guy can play the game, and for Justin Herbert, he just needs a little bit of time. It has been a real struggle over the last 3 games.
10.
Dolphins love to disguise and bring pressure.
They rush 5. Nobody open. Herbert rolling to his right. He's going to have to throw it away.
Down the opposite side of the field is his pass.
Flag down somewhere.
Towards Trey McKinney. He's over by the Dolphins sideline. The flag was thrown on the Chargers sideline. We'll hear from Scott Novak for the first time tonight.
Prior to the pass,
Holding in the secondary. Another first down for the Chargers. And the home Dolphins crowd, the Dolphins fans in LA don't like it.
Yeah, you'll see he's going to get the inside release here, and as that happens, just a little grab right there, and it was pretty easy to see for the officials, but that was 3rd and long, and that is a really tough one to handle.
Another 5-man rush. He gets rid of it quick. Eckler makes a man miss. First down. Surgical.
Christian Wilkins, Clemson. Raekwon Davis, Alabama. Zach Sealer, Ferris State. Jalen Phillips, the U. Landon Roberts, Houston. Jerome Baker, Ohio State. Bradley Chubb, Hillgrove High School. Xavier Howard, Baylor. Eric Rowe, Utah. Javon Holland, Bishop O'Dowd. Caleb Kohu, Texas A&M Commerce.
Miami defense gave up 33 last week against the Niners. 30 or more 4 times this year.
Nothing there.
You have big playmakers, and Chris highlighted them before. Christian Wilkins, the first-round pick in 2019, has been fabulous this season.
Christian Wilkins is just such a quick player. Watch him right there. Little
Anybody else hoping the Detroit Lions went out and somehow make the playoffs?
These offensive linemen, Zion Johnson there, the rookie, having a really tough time. And the amazing thing about Wilkins, to me, is how how hard he plays.
Just thinking out
and
loud.
How many plays he plays. You don't see guys that size.
I took a nap during the fourth quarter of those 4:30 games because they were all pretty much decided whether we all wanted to admit it or not. We knew the Broncos were not going to beat the Chiefs no matter what the comeback was. 49ers had their game. The only game that was sort of up there was Panthers-Seahawks, and who gives a fuck about that? So I took like a little 40, 45-minute nap.
You can tell what the Chargers are trying to do, right? They're trying to say,
Had an alarm set for like 8:10 tonight, but of course, me being me, I woke up before my alarm, so I didn't even need it.
So they're trying to get the ball off quickly, and they're really leaving it to Herbert to
3rd and 9.
first guy miss.
So 81 break the huddle. Mike Williams, so happy to have him back after the high.
Another 5-man pressure from the Dolphins, and Herbert's going to throw it up for grabs. What an adjustment by Mike Williams. Just benched Xavier Howard on the outside.
81 coming down with him.
There's no way to defend this.
The best 3rd and long passer I've ever seen, Justin Herbert.
Backside here of Xavier Howard, and somehow hangs on to that football. I mean, that is not like a
He looked like a
designed
fish
play.
getting
That is
pulled out of
just
water on a
up
fishing
and
line,
you're
going up in the air and
guys
flailing
put the
around
ball
trying to make this
they're
catch.
great all pros. Nobody has more interceptions than Xavier Howard since he got in the league.
Chargers smell an opening since the Jets lost today. They got to win this game, take advantage.
Joshua Kelly, a third-year man out of UCLA, for just a couple of yards.
So basically, this game has gone just like this. And there's Mike McDaniel. He's going, this is crazy. What are we doing here? Get the third down and long, and they hit a play or a penalty. That's exactly what's happened.
We have an injury for Miami for the moment as Brandon Staley, the Chargers head coach, looks on. And Landon Roberts going to come out of the game for a moment when the officials spotted something, and Roberts will be looked at by the athletic training staff.
He's that downhill thumper kind of guy. Big, powerful guy against the run inside.
Now is not the time of year to be showing chinks in the armor, Miami. We're definitely going to see what they're made of next week, if not tonight.
And 9 for Herbert in the charge. The 17. Out of the pocket with that strong arm to
Keenan Allen gets about 5.
veteran. Makes his 753rd catch as a Charger. And sets up 3rd and reasonable.
Well, let's give some credit right now to Joe Lombardi, the offensive coordinator, because he has kept this on the move. He is not letting Justin Herbert just sit in the pocket. He is running bootlegs. He is running out on the edge, and they are helping this offense.
I like the blue and yellow. What's up, Michael?
Closest to you.
I don't know. My favorite Chargers uniforms is always powder blue jerseys, white pants. But I think these uniforms look good. Little swing pass here in the flat to Everett. 1st and goal. Making it look easy. I like the Chargers' alternate uniforms. Those darker blue with the yellow numbers. I like those.
So you've got 7 across, and they're all blitzing. What do you got to do? You got to get his hands
Dolphins
down.
are a little blitz happy on this first drive. They've rushed 5 or more often than not, and it really burned them there. Nobody on the outside to stop Everett.
When they see that, that is going to be the answer. More quick
Keenan
throws.
Allen
So
could have
this is
blocked
a
better, and that could have been a touchdown.
so far by the Chargers.
Yeah, how about those 49ers? I was raving about that earlier, saying I love watching Tampa Bay eat shit. These runs up the middle ain't going anywhere for the Chargers. That's about the only thing the Dolphins are stopping. Runs up the middle.
Tackle, but he blew up the play as the fullback Horvath was trying to get to him.
I'll tell you, they're good in there. Zach Sealer in there as well. You'll see those two guys, 92 and 94, just constantly bringing pressure and quickly beating their guy. And that time beating on the fullback, Xander Horvath.
We were talking about it this week as we were getting ready for the game, how good Wilkins is, how impactful he is. And we've seen it on this opening drive.
I don't know if it's my TV settings, but the white uniforms of the Dolphins are blinding me. Thank God Debo's going to be okay. And there's Duke Riley making us. Oh, it was Van Ginkel, my bad. I saw long hair and thought it was Duke Riley.
And set up 3rd down.
About to say, Duke Riley couldn't make a tackle in the open field that well. He certainly never did in Atlanta. So you're telling me Debo will be ready just in time for the playoffs, huh? That's all they need to send the Cowboys home again. 3rd and goal. Chargers struggle in situational football like this, so Dolphins aggressively playing the goal line here. They're playing about 6 yards off the line. And another blitz, and he just throws it short to Keenan Allen, and they tackle him 1.5 yards short of the goal line, so it's 4th down. Now, what's old Brandon Staley going to cook up here? Are they going to take the points? They're going to go for it? What are they going to do? And they're going to go for it. Dude, if I was in the NFL, you realize how many shampoo commercials I would have done? They totally would have loved me. Missed opportunities in life. All right, 4th and goal.
15th play of the drive. It's taken more than half the quarter. It's 4th and goal from the 2.
See if the Dolphins get caught being aggressive again here. Swing pass. Oh! And it's short. Turnover on downs. No point. What a great drive. No points. The Chargers need points. I understand going for it there, though, so I'm not really going to knock it. But now they're just kicking themselves for not just taking the field goal. That's brutal. You'd rather do the chunky soup ads. Donovan McNabb style. That wasn't even Donovan's real mama in those commercials. Do you know that? We've been lied to our whole lives. Got confirmation from UPS that my drums will definitely be here Wednesday. I don't work till Tuesday. God, putting them fuckers together. I'm dreading that. It's going to be like a whole day, me putting those fucking drums together. Should make the UPS guy do it for me. Be like, hey, before you leave, come put these fuckers together. I have to be my own roadie for the first time in my life. Like I said, every other drum kit I ever played was all set up for me.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Indeed, we help people get jobs. By Dick's Sporting Goods, every season starts at Dick's. And by Avatar, the way of water only in...
Avatar sucks, not going to see it.
And congratulations, St. John.
First one sucked, this one will probably suck too.
45-0 win last night over
Dolphins from their own 2. They had 3 straight pass plays. They come out with a run here. Got a yard.
First down, just trying to get some space off the goal line. It's Mostert for a couple.
And of course, we know for the Chargers what has been their issue so far this season.
Coaching, that's their issue. That's a big issue with the Chargers. Coaching and situational awareness and play calling. They've got the talent. This team should be a lot better than 6-6. And now a throw over the middle, and it's another incomplete pass. Tua's 0 for 4.
Michael Davis there and a lot of body
Looking like he's still in San Francisco.
Receivers not letting them get up to top.
Man, I want to stream Spider-Man tonight, but it'll be too late. I'll just wait till tomorrow. I want to play Spider-Man. I was having fun playing that yesterday. This Chargers defense is really overachieving so far.
Taylor making one, the rookie in the slot is a backup for Bryce Callahan. So far, the backups have been tremendous.
A good scheme and good coaching on deep can really make up for a lot. Look at New England all those years with a bunch of mid players having incredible defenses. And there's a third down conversion for you.
There's Tyreek Hill with a first down at the 15-yard line. And the Dolphins get their first down of the evening.
Late drop out by Tranquil coming in here, so just the hook. This is like go to the sticks and turn around right in front of Drew Tranquil, and the anticipation and the confidence. When you watch Tua play quarterback, the thing that he's evolved, like even since we saw him earlier this season, the ball is coming out quicker. He has more faith in this offense. He believes in this system, and it's really been clicking for him.
Yeah, I mentioned that before you got here. If the Chargers win, they knock the Jets out. But if the Patriots win tomorrow night, they knock the Chargers and Jets out regardless. The Jets are jetsing here at the end of the year. Now, the Chargers are missing a lot on defense, but they still have Khalil Mack. And Asante Samuel.
Taylor, Wake Forest. Michael Davis, BYU.
Melissa said it at the open, and Chris pointed out those changes. There's pretty much 7 or 8 defensive starters that would be there at the start of the season, not there now. 2nd and 10.
Rumble Mostert goes nowhere. 3rd and 9 now.
And no gain. So there were no yards in that last reception. 12 on the one before. That means Tyreek Hill has passed Mark Clayton.
I am not streaming that game tomorrow night, by the way.
Mark's brothers are great. Hill and Waddle, in a little bit different era, are setting new records, but their sights aren't set on the Dolphin record. Their sights are set at 2,000 yards for him this season.
I used to hate Clayton, dude. When I was playing, those two guys went to the Pro Bowl together. Every single year, I left only 2 spots open. So come on, guys, give me a break.
3rd and about 10. False start. Basically, the entire offensive line moved.
False start. Offense. Everybody but the center.
Everybody but the center. Classic.
So set up 3rd and long here with 3:14 left in the opening quarter.
I think that's my favorite official call. Everybody but the center.
My favorite all-time official call was Ed Hockley. There is no foul for holding. The defender was just overpowered.
There's a little anonymity. Go here, 58, Connor Williams.
Yeah. He's played really well, though. Remember, it was the
Another classic Ed Hockley was, yes, there are penalties in the Pro Bowl.
He's really cleaned that act up.
That was in Dallas, where he was the left guard. Now moves to center here, 3rd and 15.
Over the middle. Oh, that should have been intercepted. That was a horrible read by Tua. They get away with it, though. They'll just punt. Something wrong with Tua? He's picking up where he left off last week.
Exactly what we saw on the tape last time. Watch the depth. So the Chargers this week and Brandon Staley were telling their guys, look, if you ordinarily get 13, 14 yards of depth, you need 18, 19 against this team because they love that intermediate spot to throw the football.
Tua just 2 of 7 passing to start the night. Worstead kicks it this time with a lot more hang time. They're caught. A 47-yard boot, and Carly's got it at the 42-yard line. Out of action, no points. First 12 and a half, this one in L.A.
Yep, I've been talking about that Dolphins-Bills game a lot today. Oh, God. Gotta get something to drink. I am craving something sweet, and it's killing me. I'm like hungry, but I want something sweet too. I'm not gonna get anything because I bought $340 fucking drums yesterday, so I'm not gonna buy anything. Home Alone is on the other TV in the living room. I'm like totally distracted watching it right now. It's the part where Joe Pesci's dressed up like the cop. Your Broncos actually have a winnable game next week because the Cardinals are just as bad as the Broncos. Saw Russell got his fucking bell rung today. That looked awful. It looked even worse on the replay. Got squished and his head smacked the fucking ground. I knew he was concussed. And because he's not Tua, they took him out of the game. Still not going to let that go. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the investigation found. The Dolphins were full of shit. It was a back injury for Tua. He totally cleared the protocol. Well, your protocol is flawed. And it could have ended his career. All right, here come the Chargers. Who should be ahead right now, but in typical Chargers fashion, big goose egg on the scoreboard. Winning the field position battle, though. Could have got that interception just now. Wide open, Mike Williams. They got Williams. I know they're hurting on defense, but they got Keenan Allen and Mike Williams on the field at the same time. A momentous occasion.
He has just simply been too quick so far for Zion Johnson. But let's give Justin Herbert some credit. He turns his back to the defense, looks back the other way, and then all of a sudden he's got somebody right in his face, still makes the throw down the field to Williams.
Kelly, good cutback.
Stop. It's a nice gain of a half dozen on first down. Where Kelly's carried it 34 times now this year.
You want to do Chris Berman or me?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Whoop! I thought he was going to do.
Good stop on the dime by Kelly, who was born here in Inglewood.
Terrell Davis is like the best player with a short career in the history of the NFL, right?
Receivers were hurt. Running backs were hurt. And now they're able to spread the ball around a little bit more.
Third down.
Is he going to get all pro votes in the first quarter here?
He absolutely should. Wow. Scoring against Corey Lindsley this time, and he's just going to go right through. I mean, they haven't. That's what he did in the last game, too. So this is not like a fluke or this is a bad offensive line or anything. It's like people can't block him. He's a really quick athlete. You know, you think Aaron Donald, those guys playing inside on those guards, really tough.
He's 6'4", 310. Moving like that.
3rd and 5. A lot of rushers for the Dolphins. You'd think they'd abandon this by now. What a catch. Palmer toe tapping at the 20. I think the Dolphins need to adjust what they're doing here, especially on these third downs.
Big strong route that time by Palmer, just going right into Keon crossing, and able to make it the easy one. Did he get that other foot down?
Ooh, I don't think he got the other foot down. Challenge. There it is. They're challenging. Oh, God, that's razor thin.
It's hard to tell if the rubber pellets, the crumb rubber that comes up are from the second step.
But the Dolphins are going to challenge that, and I don't blame them.
Miami's not sure, so they've dropped the red flag.
Miami's challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch. Timeout.
This should be a long review.
So it'll be a little bit.
If you're Herbert, you want out of L.A. I think most people that ever played for the Chargers probably wanted to get the fuck out, but some people were sadistic like Phillip Rivers and wanted to play their whole career there until he had to leave. Eli Manning certainly wanted out of San Diego before he ever even got there. All right, so they challenged that play with 10 seconds left in the quarter. So we're going to come back from a long commercial, get one play, and then go back to commercial. I'm so tired. I took a nap. Anybody watched Young Rock yet and tell me how much it sucks? I did see Becky Lynch as Cyndi Lauper, though. She was fucking wonderful. An Irish girl being able to pull that accent off. And if you know anything about Becky Lynch, her Irish accent is thick. But she pulled off the Cyndi Lauper accent so well.
This year. It looks like it's going to be 0 for 3. We're watching with our 3-time Super Bowl referee, Terry McCauley. This angle gives us the best look, Terry.
Absolutely.
It's a completed catch. All right, Dolphins lose a timeout and a challenge.
And they have one challenge remaining left in the game.
Good, Terry.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. That last shot showed us that he clearly...
It took that last NBC it shot to really show it.
Makes it really easy to make this decision.
I said challenge, so I would have lost.
Players prefer natural grass, but in that case, it gives you a clear answer. The Chargers keep it. The last 21 seconds of this first quarter.
More extra pressure from the Dolphins. And it makes Herbert fling up a wobbler. The wounded Oregon Duck falls out of bounds, incomplete, though.
Inside on the nose coming in on Herbert.
So now when you're getting motion, that's going to free up Holland to come off the edge here. Good block on the outside, though, by Joshua Kelly. But Herbert really has just maneuvered his way around the pocket, despite the fact that they have all kinds of people in his face, and he has just made play after play. He has faced the most number of dropbacks this season with pressure under 2.5 seconds, and we're seeing it here again tonight.
He had broken. Wow, 3-man rush. Look out! Sack. Wow, the 3-man rush worked better than all that pressure they were bringing. They just held up in coverage, and Herbert didn't know what to do. He just froze.
On the play that he's had the most time in the pocket is the one he gets sacked.
End of the quarter here in Inglewood. Scoreless after one. Sunday Night Football continues after these messages.
After a word from our sponsor. God, does anybody want to buy me wings? I want some wings. You know, Domino's and Pizza Hut are both still open, and so is Papa John's. So if anybody wants to buy me wings, I have Cash App and PayPal and Venmo. You guys should totally buy me wings. Kill the Justice League trailer is so good. You're right. That got me way more excited for that game. When it first got announced, it was a couple years ago, the same day that Gotham Knights got announced. I was way more excited for Gotham Knights, but knowing Rocksteady, they're probably going to kick ass on that Suicide Squad game, and it'll be awesome. So, dibs on Deadshot. Deadshot and Harley all the way. I wish they had more squad members, though. Wonder if there will be, like, in expansions or something, because right now it's only Captain Boomerang, King Shark, Deadshot, and Harley. I like Deadshot and Harley. I might have tried to pick 2 other people for the... I would have had, like, Deathstroke and somebody for the other 2 spots. Because Captain Boomerang is kind of fucking lame. Hey, it's that part in Home Alone where he gets accused of being a shoplifter. And I'm like, dude, if I'm in Dollar General and I see somebody steal something, I don't give a fuck. I didn't see anything. Unless I think they're a douchebag.
I gotta go. Chance to look at the cold moon. We had a full moon earlier this week and a beautiful shot over Los Angeles as we begin quarter number 2. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Wes Stark. It's Harry McCauley, and there is beautiful SoFi Stadium. To the Super Bowl back in February.
3rd and 16 after the sack.
One by the Rams. Chargers trying to...
He's going to throw a fucking dime here, get this first, or a touchdown. Oh, he's going to check it short like a bitch. Because that's what the Chargers have reduced him to this year. Got a lot of yards, got about 11 yards. 4th down. I'd kick the field goal here.
3 yards if they choose that, and they will.
Turn Herbert into a check down merchant for the better part of the year.
This one time of the year, right? I mean, it's amazing. They're on their 3rd kicker, and this Chargers team that typically really struggles kicking field goals. Now
Field goal kicking struggles is a Chargers tradition going back to the, I don't know, like 2006. Really started in 09 with the decline of Nate Kading in that playoff game against the Jets. Hey, 3-0 Chargers. They have a lead. No lead with them is safe. And we're going to go right back to commercial. Oh, but it's only for 30 seconds. I'll allow it.
Good start for Justin Herbert, 12 of 14 in this first quarter plus, although they've gotten down inside the red zone twice and finally come away with a field goal as opposed to Tua Tagovailoa.
I got a good friend on the Kiss Cruise who's a big Dolphins fan. Spent Sunday afternoon on the Kiss Cruise with him.
Sure, it's part of the 49ers defense, but it's been a hallmark this year for Tua. His accuracy, Chris, it looks like a different guy this season.
He really does, and I think this offense is fitting him perfectly, although now for the 2nd week in a row, we've seen defenses really drop those linebackers deep underneath, and he's going to have to be patient. He's going to have to take those checkdowns and try and draw them back up.
Ticker with the kick. It'll be a touchback, and Tua will get the ball at 25. Well, check your watch. It's 9 in the east, 6 in the west. But
Can we go back in time to the cruise again? It'd be nice if we could just like teleport there and not have to go through the whole day of travel to get there and the whole day of travel to get back. Still can't believe that in my life I went all the way to fucking LA to go on that cruise.
Tagovailoa this year. Trying to run it here and not going to go very far. That first down.
Dolphins going backwards again.
Second down as Wilson hops to the backfield for the carry. So is it just Mike McDaniel and the X's and O's, or is it the other stuff?
Yeah, I don't think that it's quite there completely yet, though. We've seen with Waddle, we've seen with Tyreek, their ability to make big plays in the passing game. But when you think back to the roots and the San Francisco style and the Kyle Shanahan style, that this really is.
Surprised the Dolphins don't run more.
If they can get the running game going, to have some play action, explosive plays, but so far the running game has not been working out here for Miami.
I like this play call. Oh, God, he had Tyreek Hill wide open and missed him. Third and 13. Did the 49ers just steal the Dolphins' soul or something?
With a post route with a safety outside and no help to that side, he just never saw the football. And that's a play that we see Tyreek all the time just go track down. He just couldn't find it.
A little bit about, yeah, more Tyreek not seeing the ball. I take back what I said, Tua. And sacked. Crushed by Kyle Van Noy. Going to L.A. and being in California was seriously like being in a different country. It was like a crazy culture shock to me, how different it is there.
Kyle Van Noy with his first sack, and he's working against Ron Armstead, who's probably their best, and Van Noy now has made several big plays. I think these Chargers knew exactly what was on the line tonight. They've been playing great.
Morstead kicks to Carter again.
Ugly game for the Dolphins. And a good punt return for the Chargers already. Still going. They'll start in Dolphin territory. They're going to score here and wish they were up by 3 scores like they should be. California is a serious culture shock for an East Coast guy like me. I have been everywhere from like the Canadian border in New Hampshire all the way down to Miami, Florida. I've been all over the East Coast, but the farthest west I'd ever been was like Tennessee or Georgia. So going all the way to the West Coast was pretty cool, but damn, it's just different there. Some things better, some things not. I just really wish In-N-Out Burger was here. I'm looking forward to going to see Metallica in Texas next August so I can get some good fucking burgers. You lived in Vegas a couple months. Well, I'm planning on going to Vegas once again for a Kiss Row thing. When Kiss does the Vegas residency again, we're going, Alex. I'll at least go for a couple of days. See a couple of shows. That'd be nice. So, Kiss, go ahead and announce your fucking Vegas residency so I can make plans. Atlanta was a culture shock to you, really? Atlanta, to me, just felt like a bigger Charlotte. Because, I mean, I live about an hour and 15 minutes from Charlotte. Charlotte's like the dumpiest big city ever, but Atlanta was just bigger Charlotte to me. And it's on the East Coast, so. I loved Miami. My favorite East Coast cities are Boston and Miami.
It's here, The Voice two-night finale event. Huge celebrity performances, and you choose who wins. The Voice, live Monday and Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC and streaming on Peacock. Universal Studios, decorated for the holiday season. Folks out there enjoying family time, best time of the year. Terrific field position here for the Chargers as this Dolphin offense has been stymied on their first few drives. Into the 43, the fake to Keenan Allen. Herbert steps up, he's got Allen still with him. Stays in phase and gets about 3 yards. How's Herbert's night been?
Justin Herbert's just a player. Despite all the pressure, they've done a nice job moving him out of the pocket and giving him a chance to just see the field. And we all know that whenever Mike Williams gets back in the lineup, they have a little magic along that boundary. Certainly has been a difference, and we really have not seen that much of Keenan Allen yet. But bring Austin Eckler in there. There are a lot of weapons if he can get it off.
Outside the 40, pressure comes. Heard of it quick to Kelly.
It'll be 3rd and inches here. Or are they going to give him the first?
Mike, I was talking to Keenan Allen this week about his relationship with Justin Herbert. Allen said Herbert is a person you just want to be around. That Herbert's not the most talkative person, but he's down to earth. He's funny in a subtle way.
I do need to try White Castle.
We do though, from basketball to golf, we play a lot of
White Castle would be nice.
Always the best player.
Apparently Alice Cooper loves White Castle. I'll take his word for it.
Into that role.
You can see it.
3rd and inches. I was correct. I got a good eye for this.
Of the first down, so it's 30.
Give me a job, NFL. First down and a lot more. Big run. Down to the 12.
At the 13-yard line. Joshua Kelly with some strong running here in this first half. 3rd trip to the ring.
Oh boy, the Chargers are going to get a nice lead so they can blow it in the second half. I've seen this one before. West Coast Falcons.
That is a major gaping hole. And I tell you, this Joshua Kelly is becoming a factor. A little bigger guy. He was injured. He was out week 7 through 11 with a knee. But now they have some of that 1-2 punch with Eckler in the backfield.
Williams to the bottom. Runs to the left.
Little 2-yard run for Eckler.
Wilkins again, of course, on the tackle. It's his 5th already tonight.
Jalen Phillips is a young man that I think is just going to have a tremendous future here. Watch him right off the end here. Just run these plays down. And everybody, when you talk to some of these Dolphins coaches on the staff, they talk about the effort of 3 guys. Zach Sealer, Christian Wilkins, and Jalen Phillips. And Phillips can fly. One of the fastest athletes, one of the best athletes coming out in the draft this year.
Homecoming game for him tonight.
Play clock down to 2, 1, go.
Late switch by Herbert.
Play fake.
Out of the pocket, 2 receivers this side.
Touchdown, Mike Williams. My God. Herbert has an incredible arm, and Williams is, he's an awesome talent. I don't know if I could ever do a 3-hour trip or 4-hour trip to get a sandwich from a fast food place. Yep, touchdown Chargers. Justin Herbert making manly throws like they should be.
And that meant that Herbert had to throw the little teardrop right over the top, get it down.
Chris Collinsworth trying to say Justin Herbert killed somebody. He's got the teardrop. 10-0. Just think, it could be 13-0 or hell 17-0. So even though you're up by 2 scores, you can't feel that good about it. I always think about what could be. You know, I'm a big NASCAR fan. NASCAR drivers are like that. Kyle Busch says he never thinks about the races he won. He thinks about the races he should have won. I'm like, I'm the same way, bro. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Barry Bacocketer, he said, Dolphins call plays like they have a QB with Herbert's arm talent. The Chargers call plays like they have a QB with Tua's talent. You know that Tom Brady is 0-6 this season when his opponent scores more than 16 points? The more you know. Boy, I wish this phone wouldn't lag sometimes. Who'd have thought the Dolphins would be the team boring me tonight? I thought the Chargers would be boring and frustrating me. Closest White Castle's in Kentucky. I've been to Kentucky a few times.
The league's most prestigious honor. Each team is a nominee. Jalen Phillips, we just talked about him.
Ain't shit else in Kentucky, I can tell you that much from having been there a couple of times.
You can learn more about this award that recognizes the players whose passion to impact lives extends beyond the game. NFL.com/Man of the Year and NFL Honors will be on NBC Super Bowl week, and you'll see which one of the 32 wins one of the most prestigious awards in the league. There they are, and so many broadcasts around the league this week highlighting each team's representatives. It's really one of the best things the NFL does. Melissa has more.
Yeah, Mike, Derwin James, along with the Chargers Impact Fund, opened a renovated field in South LA, providing a safe, high-quality turf field for local youth football players. And Jalen Phillips has sought every opportunity to make a positive impact, from working with incarcerated youth to tackling homelessness, disease awareness. Phillips told me he feels most connected when working with kids and said, if I can change one kid's outlook, that's a win for me.
Great individual stories. Thanks, Melissa, for sharing that.
Let's not dig this hole any deeper, Miami. My parlay is on the line.
Around the league, so it gives you a sense where his heart and his soul is.
I just remembered that.
Dolphins offense. Gotta get going. Tua, shut down.
Overthrows Gesicki, who was well covered anyway.
Nothing for Mike Gesicki, and Tua Tagovailoa, Chris, is 2 of 9 passing.
2 of 9 for 13 yards.
Who they really kind of tried to work out of the lineup.
Is this Tua or Tim Tebow?
Has just been fantastic here in the first
Hell,
half.
Tua's not even tried to run.
All over every
So he can't be Tim Tebow.
I mean, I feel like I've got to put this in perspective. Miami Dolphins and Tua are the #1 passer rating team against zone defenses and #1 against man coverage. And tonight they can't do anything against a bunch of backups from the Chargers.
Blitz. In and out of the hands of Jalen Waddle. Asante Samuel might have got a hand in there. And a flag comes in, of course.
The flag is down on that side of the field, and the initial call is pass interference on the Chargers.
Had to kickstart this drive for the Dolphins somehow before we all fall asleep over here.
Pass interference on the defense, number 26. Ball be placed, spot and foul, automatic, first down.
Sante got a lot of Devontae a week ago. Had a bit of a tough time there. Does he get there?
No, that's not interference.
A little shoulder turn. Terry, would you?
Not interference. Not a foul.
It's a little technical to me. I mean,
That is not a foul.
pretty significantly.
Should have picked that flag up.
Technical foul.
Technical foul! You're out of here! What movie's that from? Hey, good run on first down. How about that?
For Wilson across the 41, you kind of do a double take. You go, wait, Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson, are we doing a San Francisco game? But these backs are guys Mike McDaniel knows, and they've acquired them here this year as the Dolphins backfield.
Two different back style, really. Raheem Mostert, number 31, is the sprint champion.
If it gets boring by half, I should quit and play Spider-Man or watch Home Alone.
Guy who's just looking for a fight everywhere he
I'd love to play Spider-Man, but I want to stream it, and I don't want to stream it late. Certain games I'll stream late that I've streamed a bunch, which I've streamed Spider-Man in the past, but... Oh, fumble! It's still out. Tyreek Hill has it! Look out! You're kidding me. Tyreek Hill recovered the fumble, circled around the field, and took off for a touchdown. That is insane. I can't even begin to describe what I just saw. Fumble, flies forward, goes into a pile, shoots back about 5 yards towards the line of scrimmage. Tyreek Hill scoops it up, runs around, turns upfield, and goes all the way for a touchdown. Stripped by Gilman.
And now let's see what we can follow from here.
Fucking hell.
Once Tyreek is there, he's done.
Tyreek Hill's like, watch me grab this fucking ball and just take off. Of all the people for that ball to bounce to, it had to bounce to Tyreek Hill. If that's not Chargers luck, I don't know what is. It bounced to fucking Tyreek Hill all by himself. It would never do that. It always bounces to a slow, fat-ass offensive lineman or something. Touchdown Dolphins. It's 10-7. Some Madden arcade mode bullshit right there. Everybody knows the way you jumpstart your offense is by fumbling. When he picked that shit up and took off, I'm like, he's going to score. I didn't even have to see the rest of the field. I'm like, nobody's catching him. Because nobody's over there. They're all at the pile where the ball was. So nobody was going to catch his ass. Read what it says on the thing. Wilson up the middle to Miami, 47 for 6 yards. Fumbles recovered by Miami. Tyreek Hill at Miami, 43. Tyreek Hill, 57-yard touchdown. That's a lot right there. Classic Chargers. It's definitely one for the highlight reel.
The Best Man franchise is reuniting in the new Peacock Original Limited Series. The Best Man, the final chapters. It streams December 22nd.
Hey, there's people from that. Hey, I've been on that pier in GTA 5 a bunch of times. They were showing Santa Monica. And I played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, so I know Santa Monica. That is Tyreek Hill's 22nd touchdown of 50 yards or more in his career.
It's 22 touchdowns of 50-plus yards for Tyreek Hill. And we're going to show you how he came out of that scrum and found the hands of the fastest guy in the league.
Just so happened to fumble the ball back to the fastest player in football.
Has put the Dolphins, who had nothing going, right back in this game. what happens. And Chris, you talk about this. Terry McCauley, can I bring you in on this?
Inside of the last 2 minutes, that play would have never happened. It would have went back to the spot of the fumble. But because it's just in the middle of the game, you can advance that.
This is an incredible play, especially if he does it intentionally.
And there goes Hill, Chris.
But it looked like a rugby play, right? When you're in the scrum and then it has to come out the side and then somebody picks it up, but they don't have Tyreek.
That play was a roller coaster for motion. I'm like, oh boy, fumble. And then I was like, well, it's in a pile. And then, oh no.
Man of the Year nominee with the tackle with a gain of 2 yards. When you see that replay, too, there's no way Armstead could even see who was back there as he kind of bats the ball because his head's completely covered. There's 7, 8 people in there just bouncing the ball.
I mean, how much football do we watch every year? And every game, I feel like I see something I've never seen before. You see the punt in the Giants game today? Right. Insane. What happened? He dropped the ball and then he kicked it as a foul.
What are the Dolphins doing on defense? They don't even know. The swing pass, weak. God damn. That's a hard hit.
You know, when I watch Justin Herbert throw the ball and all the different arm angles and things that he can do, you ever play golf with somebody who's just jealous of their swing?
Most people,
It's just so
Ever play golf with Al Michaels? That video they played of him cuss him while he was playing golf was the funniest shit ever.
Watch him warm up. Just watch him throw it forever. It just looks so perfect.
Third down. Dolphins rush 5, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. Oh no, the charging has begun.
Prior to the ball being snapped, full start. Offense, number 71. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Now, it is not what the Rams faced in here that wild Thursday night against Las Vegas, where it really sounded like it was a Vegas crowd. But there are a ton of Dolphin fans in the lower section making noise tonight.
Yeah, most of them still wearing number 13, too.
Well, Dolphins fans haven't had anything to be excited about since number 13 retired.
So let's see what they do here. This is a big blitz down for Miami. They're up showing it. But I don't think they will. This doesn't matter. Maybe so. Let's see.
3rd and 10. What are the Dolphins doing? They only rush 4. Herbert's going to get sacked from behind. Never saw it coming.
To the legs of the Dolphins, and they did bring Eric Rowe to safety, and they forced the Chargers in a 3-and-out.
3-and-out after that touchdown. Football is such a momentum-based game.
This is what they do. They bring 7 up, and the offensive line gets confused. They drop a couple out as they slide off to the left.
I like what they did on defense there. I mean, hell, obviously it worked. They bring a safety, but only rushed 3 down linemen.
J.K. Scott wants to kick it with hang time, so there's no return. Flag is down. It's a fair catch by Cedric Wilson. Back inside the 25. The flag is thrown on the far sideline.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 27. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down. Timeout.
Yeah, but he did it for Namath.
Long field coming for the Dolphins in a 3-point game.
How come when I'm watching a Dolphins game or hear anything about the Miami Dolphins, I think of Brendan Fraser and Bedazzled singing his Dolphin Safe Tuna song? That movie was fucking funny. Hey guys, Joy Taylor's at the Dolphins game. She's wearing a Jason Taylor jersey and she looks really hot. Just thought I'd let you know. Popped up on my Twitter feed. holding this mic. You almost done because I'm getting tired of holding this. Yeah, that's what she said. My favorite part is how hot Elizabeth Hurley looked in that movie. She was always my favorite.
In 7 years, so many record cases Tyreek is on. He already has 450 plus receiving yard games. That's one shy of the NFL record. Well, splash, and it's splash play with that famous arm waving as we've seen with Hill over the years.
I think Brandon Staley could use after that one.
What a strange play. And it's changed the momentum of the game, too. Dolphins take over for the 14th. If their offense can get going on
Big run. They tried to strip him again. Don't want to do that. Hell, Tyreek Hill was standing right behind him, ready to recover it. They tried to strip him, though.
And this is really what they're going to have to do. They're just going to have to focus on the run game for a little while. I know it wasn't working early on, but this is a team.
Look at him go for the ball. Van Noy tried to smack it out.
To stay with it here, to
He almost got it.
just take some steam out of this Chargers defense.
He limped off and swung out and incomplete, trying to get it to Trent Sherfield.
Flag down.
Tagovailoa is 2 of 10, but there is a penalty flag down on this.
To us, Tim Tebow night continues. Ineligible downfield.
Illegally downfield prior to the pass on the offense, number 68. That penalty's declined. Second down.
There you go. You're going to see that occasionally on these plays, and this is their favorite little triangle play that they run on the outside where they quickly flood a zone, but it's so difficult. And we were talking a little bit with Mike McDaniel. He said, yeah, my only coaching point on that play is don't go downfield. And they went downfield.
So Wilson being looked at by the athletic training staff. Raheem Mostert's back in the game.
Nowhere to go for Tua.
Nothing there.
Throw it away.
Get rid of it on the
Third down.
Chargers secondary again missing 2 of their top guys in Derwin James and Bryce Callahan, the nickel. Have done a very good job covering without the receivers.
Missing Sebastian Joseph Day, Joey Bosa, Austin Johnson, Christian Covington, Jerry Tillery no longer here. I've got to say it's one of the amazing defensive performances that I've seen so far. It's just fantastic. Give some credit to defensive coordinator Ronaldo Hill as well. This has been tremendous.
Tagovailoa 2 of 11. Back to pass. Over the
Hey, a deep throw over the middle that wasn't dropped or off the mark.
first down at the 46-yard line. So a good pass and catch there to keep this drive going for Miami.
I just don't think I've seen a team that does these throws over the middle quite like the Miami Dolphins do. And Tua has such a great sense of timing. It's almost like he understands where the hole in the zone is going to be. And he's not really following the receiver as much as the timing and the rhythm of the things that they practice. He just throw it to a spot.
46.
Mostert with a good cutback, but got tackled.
Mike, Chris was just talking about the timing. I talked to Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner about Tua. He said he sees a lot
Look how fucking thick Kurt Warner looks in that picture. Kurt Warner wasn't that thick.
He's not sure anyone
It's like an optical illusion.
That's his superpower. Warner said there's a beauty and an art to what he does, even though Tua gets knocked for his lack of arm strength. Warner pointed out that he himself never had to throw the ball hard. It was all about trajectory. It's the same for Tua.
Interesting. And the slants that he threw at Alabama, you feel like it's just kind of carried over here.
Oh boy, Khalil Mack busted that up.
He throws it at the feet of Tyreek Hill. That pass is incomplete.
Is that one going to be okay?
I think Tyreek's there, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yes. Be third and 9. You were talking about the trajectory, the way Tua throws the ball as well.
Well, you know, one of the advantages of not having the 100-mile-an-hour fastball is they've been so good at throwing it over the top of the linebacker. so he has a little arc on it, and it falls on the other side. Kurt Warner was fantastic. The greatest show on turf. I mean, they just threw the spots all day long with speed receivers on the outside.
Timeout, Miami, I think.
Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt for Kurt. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle for Tua.
Camera adds 10 pounds. That was a thick-looking Kurt Warner.
In the anticipation, or I like to call it slanticipation.
It's pretty good.
Do you like it?
Not really, but all right. No,
Timeout Miami here. There's 3rd and 9 coming up with 4:21 till we get to halftime.
Yeah, what an interesting game. I couldn't have imagined coming into this one that we would see this Chargers defense play like this. I couldn't imagine it. They're just missing too many people. I mean, just taking Derwin James and Bryce Callahan out, the slot and the safety that plays down on the line of scrimmage. He blitzes, he does all, and they've just been terrific.
And they've been the better offense through the night. It's the one bizarre
False start. So fucking sloppy. You're making this game take longer.
With Brandon Shell, the right tackle.
Yeah. So here we go. I mean, there's no question. It's not like it's a rip-roaring crowd in here. Just a mistake made. And this is a team, though, that you can go play after play and you go, oh, they don't look so good, and then all of a sudden, wham, right? They certainly have the ability to make big plays, and they could use one here.
Made a big play. He's got a good pocket. And just throws it fucking nowhere. Man. You can't do shit down the field.
Trent Sherfield, who had the big touchdown last week, got forced out of bounds by Michael Davis, so he could not have caught that ball anyway, and Michael Davis has had a half. He has been terrific, number 43 of the Chargers.
Punch number 4 from Morstead. He's put about 283 punts inside the 20 in his career.
Barely got that punt away. That's just what they need. Good bounce. Down to the 10. Ends up being a pretty good punt. And they float on. That's all the Dolphins are doing right now is floating. Not really doing anything. It's okay. Fish do float when they're dead. I think I already told you guys I'm probably not going to stream any football next season until the playoffs. I'll keep going this year through the end of the regular season, but next year I'll probably just wait till the playoffs. That's what I did the first year. I remember 2020 I started streaming late in the season because I refused to do it for a while. So yeah, I'm just going to stream the racing stuff and the video game stuff, that's all. And then I was like, well, you know what, I like football enough, let's do it. And the first year that I did it, it was good, but now nobody fucking watches or cares this time of year about my shit. NASCAR stuff does well when I stream, when I live react to the races. That does well, but the football shit, nobody fucking gives a fuck now. So next season probably won't do it. It'll be hard to not do it though, because if cool shit happens, it's fun to have your reaction preserved forever in a YouTube video. But it's the lulls like this, and then, you know, you look and nobody's giving a shit.
John Hadel, who passed away. It's the first home game since his
I can deal with that playing video games. I know you care. There used to be a lot more that would come in for this. We had like a crowd, but now the crowd's only when I'm watching the NASCAR stuff. Oh, Herbert, look out. Had to avoid a safety there.
This first down pass by Justin Herbert, incomplete. 4 minutes left. This is the worst starting field position of the night for the Chargers.
There's one guy trying to keep these guys in the game, and it's right there, Christian Wilkins.
Maybe it'll get better in the playoffs when people really give a fuck about football. But this year's been a crappy year for my streaming football. Just makes me not want to do it anymore.
This game, a game of 5 will set up third down now.
It really is. He's really making that kind of difference, isn't he? I mean, you can just feel the difference in this offense with him in there. And, of course, the big touchdown catch, but several others as well.
Jeff Wilson in the cart. We saw him injured on that carry that he had earlier, that 20-yard gain. He'll be carting back.
Third down, another chance to go 3 and out here. He gets it out so fast. Keenan Allen's got a first down. That was a rocket. And Keenan Allen's so quick.
He sees this blitz and just throws it right behind it. He has been all over everything. We've seen him make audibles tonight for big plays. We've seen him come up and make really strong.
But what's keeping me tuned into this game is how are the Dolphins going to blow this in the second half? I mean, the Chargers are going to blow this in the second half, excuse me. Because we know the Chargers will probably blow it. Dolphins have been too good all year to continue playing this poorly. Oh! Duke Riley thought he had a strip sack, but missed. And Eckler's making people look foolish down the field. Duke Riley almost had a strip sack.
Watch this throw. He's back. He's going to be in a little bit of an awkward position. No problem at all. Zing. Pretty spiral no matter how he throws it.
Closing in on the 2-minute warning. Herbert first down. Again pressure. Again he gets away. And he finds Keenan Allen.
Another easy first down. 2-minute warning.
Been great with pocket presence tonight. Getting away from trouble and keeping plays alive. And we hit the 2-minute warning here in Inglewood.
I'm still bored because my football streams suck now. When we get a really good NFL game, though, it's always fun, even though I'm just talking to myself half the time. You get to that last, 10 minutes of a game and the shit's close. Like, yeah, this is fun. Wonder what happened to all the people that used to watch me do the football stuff. Don't forget, before the game, every single talking head and commentator on NBC picked the Dolphins to win this game. And, of course, I bet on them for my parlay. Silly me. Although, I would be annoyed to lose the parlay like this, but I was happy to give up the parlay earlier if I could have watched Dallas lose to Houston. That would have been different. This one, I'm like, come on, Dolphins, get your shit together. I haven't hit a parlay all year long. I've been 4-2 and 5-1 a bunch, but can't hit that 6-game parlay to save my fucking life because somebody always fucks up. Oh, well, when NASCAR season starts back, we'll win some money again. I could put Michael on my taxes as much money as he gave me during NASCAR season. When will they make sports gambling legal in North Carolina?
Brock Purdy's the man in San Francisco. The Bills D showed up in the tundra.
We'll see at the half. Back to you, Mike.
All right. Tony, Jason,
Jason Garrett's going to get himself a college head coaching job, possibly.
They beat Buffalo on Saturday. Here, the return of Mike
Still think Cowboys fans would rather go back to Jason Garrett than stick with Mike McCarthy, but
has had a significant impact on how much the Chargers are getting done.
Herbert stepping up through the pressure. A little flip pass, Mahomes style to Keenan Allen. Another first down. No need to hurry here. You got 1 minute and 48 and 3 timeouts, and you don't want to give Miami a shot. So, and the Chargers get the ball to start the second half as well. So they have this golden opportunity here to do that thing that no team ever seems to pull off, where you go up by 2 scores at halftime and then make it a 3-score lead coming out of the half. I wonder if the Chargers can pull that off. Throws it nowhere.
Because of the picks, like 5th and 6th back-to-back.
Did I say Dolphins when I should have been saying Chargers? I don't know. I'm sleepy. Saying the Chargers have a chance here to go up 3 scores coming out of the half.
But Herbert is making a statement in this first half.
Yeah, and I think what's been most impressive of all for me is that Herbert hasn't.
Tua is 3 of 14 for 25 yards.
All season. Look at the numbers.
And Herbert's killing it.
And that's the guy with the highest quarterback rating in the league in Tua.
So 2nd and 10, and Herbert's throw is
Carter, he caught it.
moment by DeAndre Carter.
Couldn't tell if they were going to give it to him.
22-yard line. It'll set up 3rd down with $1:14 to go.
That's not a catch. That's incomplete. You got to review that.
To look at.
Yeah, that's incomplete.
Last 2, so the replay booth
Previous play was ruled a complete catch.
puts the stop sign up to check it out.
Well, I put the kiss of death on the Dolphins by saying I think they can go to the Super Bowl. And as soon as I start talking about Herbert,
Collinsworth is the ultimate jinx.
You think players buy into that when there's that conversation out there of who's the better guy and you're compared to? Does that?
It's incomplete.
Hey, quick review, incomplete. Good call.
they never say it in the media, but you bet. Yeah, I mean, you're getting compared and you're going back and forth. You don't think they know what Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow are doing and each other? I mean, if you're a competitor, right, if you're going to be compared to somebody, you want to say you're better than that guy. So, and they're all so unique, aren't they? I tell you, watching Jalen Hurts play today, it's remarkable how far he has come. Because now he's doing the things in the pocket that are equal to what he's doing.
3rd and 10. Get a sack here, Miami. Coming after him. Look out. He avoids the sack. He's just looking downfield. Finds Palmer for 1st and goal at the 9.
And that's what Tua said about Herbert. He gets out of the pocket and uses that rocket arm to make some good-looking throws.
Stick in a run here to burn some clock.
A good-looking throw here tonight. He just has an ease about him, and let's remember that he had that fractured rib cartilage in week 2 against Kansas City, and he's really just starting to get healthy again here as well. And I think he is fully healthy now, and this Miami defense has to be worn out. They've been on the field the entire half.
Ain't even halftime. The Dolphins defense looks dead on their feet. Blitz, and it gets there. Sack. Finally, a blitz works for the Dolphins.
Miami's going to take its last timeout.
Why bother taking a timeout? You got one.
That time they brought some inside pressure to free up the edge guy. It was blocked correctly. They bring the pressure here, so the tackle has no choice but to take him, and that just gives a straight shot to one of the faster edge players in all of football, in Jalen Phillips.
Into the homecoming game for who was the top player on the defensive side out of his high school class back in 2017, started his college career at UCLA, had to retire from football in December of 2018 with injuries, but got back on the field, finished his college days at Miami, and excited to be back out near home for this game here tonight.
Talented guy, can play the piano. He's got about 100 people here in the crowd tonight.
So Miami out of timeouts. Chargers second and goal at the 50.
Oh! Tipped, but still caught. Flag comes in. Goes for a lot. They're going to say ineligible downfield on the Chargers. Decline that.
They were only about 15 yards downfield. But I don't know if that's a foul.
Ineligible receiver illegally downfield prior to the pass on the offense on the 77. Penalty is declined. Third down.
I mean, that's seriously downfield. I think that was a screen pass that they're used to a certain timing with that tight end screen pass, and the timing got thrown off with the pressure.
You've been talking, Chris, all week about Miami and their pressure package, and these last two snaps, it's put heat on the Chargers.
It has, and they need to keep that one-on-one scheme going. Well, maybe a little fallback to third and very long.
Timeout, Chargers.
The Miami 17 now backed up.
Mike, you were talking about this being a homecoming for Jalen Phillips, and Chris said 100 people here tonight. They're former teachers, old coaches, family, friends here to cheer him on. He's been in LA all week with the Dolphins. Told me he felt very nostalgic. He grew up a huge Chargers fan. We go to a couple games a year with his sister, and he told me that LaDainian Tomlinson was his guy.
T's in the house here tonight. Yeah, you talked about that UCLA.
Hey, there was Qualcomm Stadium. Remember that shithole?
His grandfather is a world-renowned
Charger Stadium was a fucking dump. That's like the main reason they left San Diego. That and Dean Spanos is a twat.
It's a guy who is ready to end his football days,
But the stadium had a lot to do with it. Dolphins are going to rush 3 and back everybody else to the goal line. Make Herbert throw a screen here. It's all about the blocks. Oh, down at the 1. Oh. He's down at the 1. The ball flew out through the back of the end zone. I was like, touchback? But no, I think he was down. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's down. Down. God, just short. I think he'd go for this. You're at the inch line, essentially. I'd actually go for this. I know they went for it earlier and got burned. I'd do it again. Quarterback sneak. That was a really conservative call from the Chargers, or from the Dolphins there, and it still might come back to bottom.
Do it very quickly, and the blockers get out in front. They're lucky that wasn't a touchdown. And somehow, does it just feel like Brandon Staley faces more of these
Go for this.
than anybody?
So I was just going to ask you, because here we are at 4th and goal. You're at the 1. They've already gone for about 4th down once.
He was down in bounds, so the clock should be running.
It's 10-7. Does a field goal give you a better feeling of how well you dominated the half?
We ruled him out of bounds by rule under 2 minutes. When we have to put him back in, there's a 10-second runoff.
Yeah, the clock should have been running. He was down in bounds.
57 seconds, run it down to 47 seconds, and the clock will start on my signal.
And if I'm the Chargers here, I'm going to let this clock start, run it down, call timeout, and then go for this 4th down.
So here, Mike, one of the things that people forget is that even if you don't make it, you're leaving the ball on the 1-yard line, right? So your defense has a huge advantage. That doesn't apply in this situation as much because we're sitting here at the end of the half and you're unlikely to get the ball back on your side of the 50.
And because the clock is going to start, we have Scott Novak making another announcement of an eligible reporter here. Because the clock
Run the clock all the way down as far as you can. Call timeout. Stuff it up the gut with a QB sneak. Even Brandon Staley can't fuck this up.
The play clock only going to be set to 25, so the play clock's down at 10 right now.
We're going to have to rush.
No. Call timeout.
It's 4th and goal. And it's
Yeah, that was the plan all along. I don't know why Collinsworth's like, they got to rush. No. You call timeout here. So if you don't get this, the Dolphins get the ball at the 2-yard line with like 17 seconds and no timeouts. So you're fine.
15 inches from the goal line.
And you get the ball to start the second half. I think this is worth the risk.
Staley had one of those snap plays, like the Rams run. give that another shot and see what happens. But offenses, a lot of times, because defenses have to get settled and who's where, and we're trying to match up. You come out of the huddle quickly, go right to the line of scrimmage, snap the football, and now they make substitutions after that, and the Dolphins now match those substitutions, and they're running in.
Let's say you better not line up in the shotgun. It's a sneak. I could tell Herbert went to lunge forward, and the ref stopped him because they're trying to call who's eligible. Quarterback sneak. Nope, they're going to hand it off to Eckler. Touchdown. Beautiful, beautiful drive. And they get the second half kickoff. That was perfect for the Chargers. Chargers just handled that and managed it perfectly.
Powerful run there by Austin Eckler. He's not a huge guy, but he refused to relent on that one.
So the decision on a fourth down for Staley came
17-7.
the extra point, and the Chargers lead by 10.
We talked about Storm Norton being in there, but it was really the fullback on this one, Xander Horvath, who came through and made the key block, and then Eckler just did not go down. Gutsy call. We all know
The Chargers winning definitely would make the AFC playoffs even more precarious because the Dolphins would get a game closer to being down to that 7th spot. The Patriots would be back in it here, back in play. The Jets are still there.
17-7. Here's Melissa.
Crazy times.
Mike, I asked Hall of Fame running back LaDainian Tomlinson about Austin Eckler. He said Eckler's the perfect weapon for this offense. Defenders don't really know how strong he is. You look at him, he's a small guy, but he plays so much bigger. He's most impressed with how durable and available Eckler's been for this team. He also said Eckler's so smart and thoughtful, he'd be good at anything he did, saying if he was in corporate America, he'd be a CEO.
Well, he is second to LT in rushing TDs in Chargers history. That's his 33rd touchdown the last 2 seasons. Most by anyone.
18 seconds, no timeouts. What do you do, Miami? Ooh, boy, next week, Giants and Commanders. I will be compelled to stream that game. Giants and Washington are both 7-5-1. So implications abound in dumpy-ass FedEx Field next Sunday night. Timeout Chargers here.
So that game has implications in the playoffs. So does this one, even though the Dolphins aren't going to move from the 6th spot, but Miami really needs this one. So they go to Buffalo on Saturday night next week with a chance to take over the top of the AFC East. But they haven't played well, Chris, the 6 quarters out here.
Not at all. And I think we should remember that Brandon Staley had Tyreek Hill in his division with the Chiefs for a long time. So they had a plan. They were going to try and knock him around a little bit, coming off the line of scrimmage, not give him easy run lanes to get up and in there. And until the fumble recovery touchdown, they really had done a great job on him.
Dolphins going to be aggressive here. Tua's panicking. Happy feet backwards. Throws it away. 11 seconds. Just take a knee. Go to the half. Only bad things are going to happen when you trying to stand back there and throw it with 11 seconds and no timeout.
Well, and now they get to play with the lead, so Staley can do what he likes to do on defense, which is play that shell coverage, take away the big plays of the Dolphins. So this Miami team is going to have to get very creative and probably reestablish their run game, which is probably all right with Staley as well.
They ran it 8 times last week.
They run a draw. Halftime, 17-7. And the Chargers get the ball first.
Chargers lead 17-7 at the half. They get the ball to start the second half. So you're at halftime with Maria, Tony, and Jason. You're welcome.
Thanks for
Mike. And please, Chargers social media, be kind to us. What have you seen so far the first
Well,
half?
I said that Justin Herbert was going to have to be Superman, and he has been so far in the first half.
There's no doubt he is spectacular, but give credit to this Charger defense keeping the Penguin and the Cheetah under wraps so far. It's been impressive.
Yeah, Herbert, 222 passing yards and 1 touchdown. All right, just over 7 months ago, the Niners took a quarterback named Brock Purdy with the last pick in the draft, and today that guy beat Tom Brady in his first career start. That plus the playoff picture coming up on Toyota Halftime.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the league in passing yards?
All right, I got to run to the bathroom really quick and grab another Powerade so I can have to go to the bathroom another 30 times tonight. Be right back. And times like this, I'm so glad I have Mondays off. If the company ever tries to change my fucking schedule, I'll just threaten to leave. They need me more than I need them. So we'll keep rocking this Tuesday through Friday first shift deal till the wheels fall off. I haven't had to work. God, I remember the last time I worked the evening. I can't remember what month or day. It's been months, though, since I worked the evening or a weekend.
Jason back here with you, and it's been a wild week 14, so let's just get to the best of week 14, starting in the AFC with the Bills, who stayed atop the league, getting a win over the Jets.
You gotta admit, that 5 minutes or so today where the Broncos scored 3 touchdowns had to be the most exhilarating moment of the year for you, Rod.
4 times, hit 8 times, suffered a rib injury, and you take a look at the AFC. If the Chargers win, they'll jump.
Look at the Jaguars remaining somewhat relevant late in the year. Trevor Lawrence is really finally coming into his own. Eagles-Giants, we tried to stream this game, but didn't go so well. But we got to see the fourth quarter of Dallas and Houston, which was fun. Jared Goff saving his NFL career. Sam Darnold can win back-to-back games and keep the Panthers in the NFC South hunt, but Baker Mayfield couldn't.
Carolina has won 3 of their last 4, and that was Sam Darnold leading the Panthers to a win. Then there was the
49ers, my favorite game of the day. 49ers are going to make a deep playoff run. They are going to be hard to beat. Eagles 49ers, they're on a collision course. I want to see that game. I want to see Eagles 49ers in the playoffs.
The 49ers had a great game plan. They ran the ball.
I really want to see 49ers Cowboys. That shit will be funny as hell.
He delivered when he had to. When things broke down, Jason, he made plays.
Yeah, this wasn't just run, run, run. This was him making a ton of plays a lot of different ways. Okay, this is a double move right before half, so Shanahan was aggressive, and Purdy time and time again made the right decisions.
And then defensively, D'Amico Ryans has this group playing hard and fast and awesome, and they were all over Tom Brady today.
Yeah, they're as good as it gets in the NFL.
Right now, it would be Giants versus Vikings, Washington versus the 49ers, and Dallas versus Tampa Bay if the playoffs started tomorrow.
Only allowing 10 points per game during that win streak, and it's been certainly impressive. But with that Bucs loss and also the Panthers getting a win, Carolina now controls its path to the NFC South. So more on the playoff picture. I know. Steve Kornacki, break it down for us in the NFC.
Well, let's take a look at those final two wild card spots because a big shakeup there in the NFC today. The Giants go down, the Seahawks go down, and with that, the Commanders, who didn't even play today and started the day on the outside looking in, they end the day.
So I need the Falcons to win 4 straight, Carolina to drop 1, and that's all I need, and the Falcons make the playoffs. Oh, just it's that simple, right? The Falcons have to win 4 straight games? Yeah, right. But that's literally all it takes. Falcons win 4. Carolina just has to lose 1 of their next 4. And we in there. It's not going to happen.
Well, who thought we'd be saying this in the middle of December? Look out for the Detroit Lions with that victory over Minnesota. They've won 5 of their
Really,
last
it'd be
6,
great if Carolina could beat Tampa Bay, lose their other 3 games, and the Falcons win out 4 in a row. So I can be stressed out 1 extra week into January, right? For literally no reason. Can't believe the Falcons have a realistic chance, a realistic path to the playoffs. And they've made a quarterback change, so who knows what's going to happen. But expectations are not high. I'm just saying, they have a path. I got to say, it's dawned on me in the last couple of days that it's been a really good year for me. I had 2 good jobs this year. Obviously, one I'm still at. Got to go on the fucking Kiss cruise. I got to go to a surprise Kiss concert. That was fun. Going to see Kiss in Raleigh a few months ago when I originally wasn't going. Me and my friend Cameron, we decided to do that on a whim. Like, let's go see Kiss in Raleigh. It's one of the makeup shows for COVID. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And we did. That was fun. I bought drums. I'm getting a goddamn new chair. Can you guys believe it? I'm getting a new fucking chair. You guys have heard me for months complain about this goddamn chair on my streams. I'm getting a new chair.
Threading the needle. What a throw to Jamar Chase, one of the best combinations of football. Then Maria, Josh Allen. I mean, giddy up Josh Allen. We're always on for the ride. I mean, come on, who does this? I mean, jumps over defender, barrel roll in the air, first down. Josh Allen always throwing his body around.
This Mahomes touchdown to McKinnon when he underhit. Alex, what was your reaction? I'm guessing you were watching when Mahomes did that little underhand flip forward to McKinnon up the sideline. I mean, he promptly threw 2 interceptions after that and got the Broncos back in the game. But when that McKinnon touchdown the pick 6 by Willie Gay was the other backbreaker, where I was like, oh my God. It was like the Broncos' entire season summed up in one play, that pick 6 that Russell threw. Because, it gets tipped up, pick, Russell tries to make a tackle, gets stiff-armed into the fucking ground, and homie just runs off away from him, scores the touchdown. That was the Broncos season all in one play. I've had a really good year. Not going to lie. I'm glad I bought those drums. Motivation to keep going at that fucking job. I'm one of those people that needs, like, I don't need to be pushed. I need to find my own motivation. So I'm like, I spent $300. Yeah, let me work really hard this week and get that money back. I hope that new chair I'm getting for Christmas really changes life in here. It'd be great. Alex, that's high end with the Falcons. But see, your Broncos make it easy. They suck dick for the entirety of the game. Week after week, not scoring any points. The Falcons will be like, God damn, they're fucking horrible. Oh, wait, here's a 5-minute rally in the fourth quarter to make the game close so they can make you think they're going to win and then fuck it up again. The Falcons love to do that. They love to beat you down and then get your hopes up. Oh, we're coming back. We got this. And then they fuck it up. They will constantly do that. So I'm sure in the next 4 weeks they're going to have plenty of opportunities, considering, as I said, they just need the Panthers, who suck, to lose 1 of 4 games and win out themselves, and the Falcons will make the playoffs. That's all they need. But they'll fuck it up. They're not going to win out. They're not going to do their part. They've got this late season bye week. Maybe it's good for them. Everybody always gets tricked into thinking their team's going to be a different team after the bye week. They're not. We're on our bye week. The Saints, the Falcons, the Commanders, and the Bears all had the late bye week. I did have a pretty good year. Other than that entire month, I was sick after the Kiss Cruise. You know, that was kind of shitty, but I'm good now. All right, Chargers, how are you gonna fuck this up? Because I know you're gonna, because you're the Chargers.
First half here in Southern California, the Chargers trying to get back over 500, lead the Dolphins 17-7. Tyreek Hill had 57 yards on a fumble return. So that adds to runs and catches and punt returns and kickoff returns of over 50. Nobody's ever had all that combo. But Tua, 3 of 50, 20%, lowest first half completion percentage by any quarterback this year. And on the opposite side, the 24 completions for Justin Herbert. That is a career high in the first half. And we just found out seconds ago that Tyreek Hill is questionable to return in this game.
Tyreek Hill's questionable to return with an ankle injury. Oh, my God. The Dolphins are fucked. Nah, Chargers are going to fuck it up. We all know this, right? I've seen this script before. The NFL has proven this week they're not above reusing the script. They used the Saints-Bucks script and the Raiders-Rams script. They were both the same. So this is going to be the classic Charger choke job. Even if they score a touchdown here and go up by 17.
Drives, playing with great energy, helping the defense, special teams, and now we got to finish it.
You talk about the defense, gave up just 55 yards in the first half, despite all the injuries. What's working?
This group came to play tonight. We're just playing really hard. This group believes in each other. We're scrapping, and now we got to finish
Fake a toss to Eckler. They've got pressure on Herbert, but he runs away. God, he's so athletic. Herbert is a freak. He can do it all. I know he just threw it away there, but the way he avoids sacks are incredible.
Over there, but once again, Justin Herbert is just too much, right? I mean, that's what we've seen Eric Rowe when he came on a blitz, and we've seen different guys coming after him. But a lot of times
we keep thinking we are close to the end of the year. There's 4 weeks left after this. 4 games for everybody. But a lot can change. It's amazing how one loss can just flip a whole season. And you could see that tonight if the Dolphins do lose this.
We have to take a timeout here.
What's going on?
Are they going to take a delay game? Let's see.
I don't think the play clock reset. They got to reset the play clock. They called delay of game. Is it me, or should they have reset the play clock there?
I don't know if the play wasn't coming in, if there's a communication issue, but that's interesting. Sometimes people will jump to take the time out there, and you don't want to say waste one, but you don't know if you're going to need it. So the decision there was to just take the 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15, and as Chris was talking, he saw the shot of Tyreek Hill.
They're trying to charge it away.
All iced up, so this is going to be an interesting few minutes to watch to see what is the situation with the Dolphins offense. So 2nd and 15.
Looks like a similar play call. Mike Williams gets about 4 yards, make it 3rd and 11.
High ankle injury. Get some of that delayed game yards back, but it's 3rd and long, and the Dolphins really need a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, we saw Mike Williams in practice the other day, and they were just going half speed, kind of walk through stuff, right? But I thought he was still kind of limping, and I really didn't know if he was going to be much of a factor. But his sheer size alone, and just ability to rebound and go up over really good defensive backs, keeps showing. Now they keep matching Xavier and Howard, their best over there against him. So we'll see how it goes this half.
3rd and a dozen. Dolphins bringing 4. Herbert protected, steps up.
Make the tackle. Boom. 3 and out. Perfect for the Dolphins. Be hilarious if the Chargers went for it from this field position.
Watch this tackle.
This is a great tackle. One-on-one open field right here. It's all on you. He went really low.
Great tackle.
So they get off the field, and J.K. Scott will kick it away. His second punt, and Cedric Wilson back to catch it.
Almost blocked.
Again, good hang time. Another fair catch.
Fair catch at the 35.
But at the 35-yard line, Miami will have its best field position of the night. We'll see if Tyreek is back out on the field for the Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill's back on the field, so not so questionable after all. You probably hear Home Alone on the other TV in the other room. It's turned up so loud. Please don't copyright me. If I sit in the trailer for Super Mario Brothers, no. I'm one of the few people that could care less about that movie because I've never been a Mario person. When I was a kid, the only Nintendo thing I had was a Game Boy because I wanted to play Pokemon, which I should get back to streaming one of these days. I should jump on and randomly be like, Pokemon Leaf Green, part whatever I was on last time I played it like 3 years ago. I think it was 2020 I was doing Pokemon Leaf Green, and I got all the gym badges, but I didn't go to the Elite Four because I was grinding levels, and then I got bored and moved on to something else. Should jump on one day and be like, we're back.
Very physical with him.
Ready to get my ass kicked by the Elite Four.
Getting a shot on him, then making the play. But that guy right there, Michael Davis, saw in the first half.
Just crazy. The 57 yards on the fumble return. 2 more yards than the Dolphins had the whole half. Check how Tyreek is. That ankle was wrapped up when he came.
Come on, Dolphins, make this fun. That's not fun. That's a run for no gain.
He carries to the right, no gain. Jeff Wilson injured the hip. Savon Ahmed's the only other active running back for Miami. So we've been searching, trying to see where Hill could have been hurt. It's the best we could find to this point. Interaction there with Khalil Mack as he was coming clear. He actually caught him one of his 2 receptions on those 7 targets tonight. There he goes in motion, turn it up the field.
Deep over the middle. Nobody home. Jesus, man. Boy, Tua's playing like the quarterback a lot of us kind of expected him to be. And I don't mean that in a good way. All year long, this has been pitch and catch for the Dolphins. What the fuck is going on tonight?
And the timing has just not been there. This team has been magical this season, throwing over the middle, and not even Dan Marino could do anything with this right now. They just don't have guys running open.
The Chargers are taking that timing away. 3rd and 9. Here's another one.
And batted away by Asante Samuel. 4th down. Man. Dolphins, what the fuck? 3 of 17. This is a Herculean effort by the Chargers defense. I said that's what it would take at the start of the stream. I was going on about they're going to have to really play some defense, do something special here to have a chance.
Instead of Waddle, instead of Tyreek Hill, that's not what we're used to seeing on those 3rd downs.
Kicked 5 for Morstead. DeAndre Carter, they're catching it at the 17-yard line. Leads 10. Don't know if you're out in Southern California this morning. You call Chris down at Venice Beach.
Pump it up.
Absolutely. What would Brian Boitano do if he were here right now? Need to go back and watch that South Park concert again. What would Brian Boitano do if he were here right now? You can do it. It's all up to you, okay? This game kind of sucks now. I'm disappointed. The Dolphins have 25 passing yards. Their leading rusher, unless you count Tyreek Hill, has 26 yards. Part of Home Alone is yet? Well, they're at commercial right now. I think he was watching it on Hallmark, and they're on commercial. But I'll let you know in a minute. Man, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. I work across the street from a grocery store I used to work overnight shifts at, and they have an amazing deli and restaurant. But I don't take my lunch break at work, so I can leave an hour early. But some days I'm like, man, I just want to go over there and get some good-ass food, because they have good food in that grocery store.
Doing his best, along with the rest of these defensive players, to keep the Dolphins in this game until the offense either wakes up or finds something to do. I mean, they have not had a single answer against this Chargers defense.
Gonna need a turnover, Miami. They're close a lot of times to getting at Herbert. They've almost gotten a lot of pressure. You know what the worst part about the Dolphins uniforms are? The big Miami tramp stamp across the top of their ass. These Dolphins uniforms are shit. They're so sterile and lifeless.
The defense was on the field for 84 snaps against San Francisco. And that's a physical 84 snaps when you play the Niners. This is snap 48, early third quarter against the Chargers.
Herbert avoiding pressure again. Oh, sacked. Bradley Chubb. Actually, no, it was Baker. Thought I forgot Bradley Chubb wears number 2 now. So in Home Alone, well, they're still on commercial. That's a lot of commercials. God, I could never go back to watching a movie on network television after streaming services and all that shit.
He hasn't looked quite the same running. We did a game against them against Pittsburgh last year. He was running all over the park.
3rd and 9. Come on, Dolphins. Sack! What a hit! God damn. I said they've been close to getting consistent pressure. Dwight Freeney spin move for the win.
That was perfect. We talked about how athletic a guy he is. Homecoming. What a play.
Roughing the passer? What? That was a really late decision on that. What the fuck? Oh, Lord. They're going to say body weight, right? Bruh. That is not roughing. Pick that fucking flag up and shove it up your ass. Anyway, we're at the part in Home Alone. Oh, he's at the end of the fucking movie where Kevin's mom comes home. So he's at the end of Home Alone.
I mean, honestly, you could see him put his hands down to try to not let
Jesus Christ. Roughing the passer, my fucking ass. Roughing the passer, my black ass. What, you don't want an entertaining game? You want this to continue to be a boring slog? A one-sided slog? God damn, Herbert! You got to get rid of that quicker. You want to call roughing again? Yeah, I mean, they're going to hit his ass now. Probably get another fucking foul as fired up as they are.
to the point where they allow them to take a look at something like that. Because in real time, like, that's really hard to officiate.
Roughing the passer needs to be reviewable. It needs to be an expedited review every time they call that bullshit. It's fucking horse shit.
And I'm sure they'll talk about it again. They'll look at all these plays.
They'll look at all that and they won't do a fucking thing because we can't do anything right. Screen. Gets about 6 yards. And a flag in the secondary. Illegal block in the back on the Chargers. Oh, there's your makeup call. There's the makeup call. Block in the back on the Chargers. Even though it was probably an actual foul, but maybe it'll even out here. Yeah, that's a block in the back.
Sometimes hard for those big trucks to change directions at the last minute.
It's the defensive coordinator for Miami, Josh Boyer, a holdover this season with the new staff. It's his 4th year with Miami. Came through the New England chain. 2nd and 17.
Herbert, there's a rocket. It's incomplete, though. 3rd and 17. You're going to keep going back there every say roughing the passer. Maybe I need to rewind it back and listen for myself. I was incensed. I'm generally unbiased watching most, not all, but most NFL games. I'm pretty unbiased, so when I see something dumb like that, it just pisses me off.
Haven't called the name of Bradley Chubb here tonight. Number 2 for the Dolphins. Traded from Denver to Miami.
3rd and 17. Herbert steps up past the pressure. Gain of about 14. It's 4th down. Chargers will punt here, right? Yeah, they're going to punt. You never know with Staley.
Yeah, and let's get this Dolphins defense that's been on the field all night long, and they have a bunch of backups out on the
Dolphins are keeping the score down to try to stay in this.
Their defensive backs, Brandon Jones, Byron Jones, Nick Needham, Manuel Agba, all those guys missing from that defense as well, and they have to be exhausted. They've been on the field so long. They've come out here in the second half, though, and made plays.
J.K. Scott. Cedric Wilson awaits.
Forced to punt, that's all that matters, but that sack would have gave them better field position. So they get it back. Still down by 10. I'll be right back. Ooh, I wonder if Home Alone 2 is going to come on now. Like how I'm pretending to give a shit about this. I've got Disney Plus. I can watch it whenever I want. I'm so overwhelmed with streaming services. You ever just get overwhelmed when you think about all the fucking movies and shit you can watch, especially when you're freeloading and bumming other people's subscriptions like I do? Do I need to run down the roster again? I have Alice's Hulu and Disney Plus and Netflix. I got Nathaniel's Amazon streaming. I've got Dylan's mom's Sling TV. I have Ronnie and Susan's Peacock. I've got Kirsten's HBO Max. I got them all. If I really wanted one bad enough, I'd pay for it. Oh, yeah, I think Home Alone 2's coming on. I like Home Alone 2, even though it just repeats a lot of shit from the first movie. But sure enough, it's coming on. I'm jealous of the Christmas tree we have in the living room. I should have got me a fucking tree, but then again, where the fuck am I going to put it in this bitch? I need a bigger room. Some shit's about to change in this fucking room, though. I've been looking around lately at this other dresser I have in here, and I'm like, you know what? That bitch needs to go. I would have a lot more space if it did. So, maybe we'll figure that out sometime in the next week or two. Glad that drum kit I'm getting is pretty small. That's the good thing about electronic kits. They're pretty small and easy to store. Santa Monica! Everybody there wearing Vans if they're not wearing ice skates. Mostert with a good run, gain of 8. And I have to just settle in and run this ball if they can. I think that's their only hope. The passing game's obviously not working out. Tua is 3 of 17. We're balls deep in the third. They hurry to the line here. A no-huddle offense to run the ball. That's different. First down, Mostert, gain of 4.
throw the ball.
Got to run this ball, drain some clock to stay on the field, give your defense a break.
Really bad. And Miami hasn't run it much, so maybe they're trying to do that a little bit.
Yeah, and the other thing is I think they took away the middle of the field in the first half of this game, 0 for 4 between the numbers, and that is where Tua has made all his money this year. I mean, it really is. They work the middle of that field. Staley knew it. He's been clogging it up, and he's been physical with these receivers, especially Tyreek Hill.
Now they're going to throw. And he pumps and tucks and runs. I'm surprised he hasn't done this more. Ooh, takes a hit at the end of that. Got about 5 yards there.
Jalen Waddle really has been a non-factor in this game, but watch what they're doing. They're playing this one-guard coverage in the middle of the field, so there is a safety sitting right there. Tua saw him, and he just did not want to take the chance of throwing that interception. So they are stealing away opportunities where Tua wants the most.
Mostert goes nowhere. We got a 3rd and 5. Probably going to have to throw it here, which means they're doomed.
Well, they'll start out with 2 safeties deep, and then they'll send one very deep to be the single high, and the other guy will just kind of lurk around. And for a quarterback, sometimes you see that too high, and you've got to read it on the fly. It's not easy to do. It really isn't. But Tua has been doing it all season long. This isn't the first team that's tried to take away the middle of the field. Pressure look now out of the Chargers.
Timeout Dolphins on the 3rd and 5.
Miami, 30-second timeout.
Just out of sorts. Tua, a big part of it.
There is no sense of rhythm whatsoever for the Dolphins offense right now. It's very disappointing. I wanted to see some fireworks tonight.
Tonight, so it's 21 of 50, 42% in the last 2 games where a guy completed.
Thoughts on Peyton and Eli's head coaches for the Pro Bowl? Well, that's fun, but it's the Pro Bowl. Throwing up top. Oh, he's got it. Tyreek Hill, touchdown. Bad ankle and all. Trots into the end zone. Oh, he's hurt. It took everything he could to get down there to the goal line. He's wincing in pain, but he got open and trotted to the end zone. That's how fast he is. Hey, I said I wanted to see fireworks. There it is. Still celebrating on the bad ankle. He's walking it off. Chargers going to charge her. And all it took was one play. Corner fell down. Tyreek was clearly not 100%, but the corner fell down. Add another 50-plus yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill. That's 2 tonight. 1 for 54, 1 for 60. Alex, I forgot to ask you, when you were in the drum off, how challenging was it to play on that other kit that wasn't yours after practicing on your kit forever to get ready for the drum off, but you had to play on that other kit? Did it feel fine? Did it throw you off at all? Sure, the boat moving didn't help. That would have been a lot cooler on the goddamn pool deck. I can't believe I forgot about the fucking drum off that day because the schedule was such a clusterfuck and things had been moved around, and I was with Tash and Ronnie, and I can't remember what I did, and the next thing I know, I was like, oh shit, the drum off's over. Like, I had forgotten all about it. Because I went to eat dinner. It was like my only chance to eat dinner, I think. And I completely forgot because they moved it from the pool deck, and if it's not on the pool deck, hell, I forget about it half the time. Oh, good God, these commercials.
Speed has such an impact on the game. His speed is at just a different level. And you see
Tyreek Hill's one touchdown, 150-plus yard touchdown away from tying Jerry Ross for a 50-plus yard touchdown. What the hell did that corner do?
Clicking of the heels there, Michael Davis going down, Tyreek Hill going forward, and Mike, I really do think that Tyreek belongs in the MVP conversation. If he's the first 2,000-yard receiver, obviously he has transformed this offense, and to some extent, transformed to it.
No doubt. 60-yard touchdown there. Chargers take over.
Got a 3-point game.
A Chargers season that, like many recent Chargers seasons, been full of wipeouts in the injury department. These two receivers who both make over $20 million a year haven't finished a game together. And up front, we haven't mentioned Rashawn Slater much. The left tackle's been out since week 3, so they haven't had their two tackles in center for most of the season. And shown in the offense, down about 5 points a game, and they have been particularly dry in second halves. Only average about a touchdown a game in the second half.
Herbert throws for a gain of 5.
The tight end to the 30-yard line. First down pickup of 5.
I need to tell you, Herbert is reading from side to side with pressure hitting him on almost every play. Watch, he's going to start.
The pressure on Herbert reminds me of how in the Dallas game earlier, Houston defenders were laying the fucking wood on Cowboys receivers, and those receivers were not dropping the ball. And Herbert's just standing in here under some pressure. Hasn't affected him at all. It's 29 of 37 for 256. Hasn't turned the ball over.
Dolphins down Eric Rowe in the secondary for the moment. Hamstring injury. Again, Herbert moves the pocket.
Going up top, wide open, Mike Williams. Not touched. Xavier Howard didn't touch him. So he got down to the 14-yard line. He got another 15 yards out of it.
56 yards to Williams.
This is special. Here we go this way, and then let's throw it.
One step forward, 2 steps back, Miami.
This is like a John Elway play. I remember John Elway used to
And then Xavier Howard never touched him.
They get to the ball right away. Don't huddle. Get it out quick.
Keenan Allen in the flat. Missed tackle. Tiptoes. First down. First and goal.
It'll be first and goal for Los Angeles.
Good response here from the Chargers. They're trying to not Charger this game away.
wasting any time at all, getting right up on the ball. And Keenan Allen is a beast to try and tackle. So
At some point tonight, it's going to come down to whether or not the Dolphins could actually drive a long field, 75, 80 yards, and score a touchdown that way.
Bounce at the 8 as he was tight rope to the sideline. Correct call over there. First mark inside the 5. They're back.
Chargers have no problem going the length of the field.
8 for the touchdown. What about the fullback in motion?
Tipped up. I think that ball got tipped.
The undrafted
Threw off the trajectory. That's a nice word. It's a big word, like gymnasium.
he really has been something. I don't know.
Which is one of my favorite Gene Simmons sayings. Big word, like gymnasium.
Rookie did not have the season that he has had. He plays on the outside, he plays on the inside, and they just could not be more excited about what he's done.
This is a team that goes quick.
For God damn, they sent the house.
We get a whistle for
False start. It was going to be incomplete anyway, but the play won't count because of the false start. Illegal snap. Now the Dolphins might regret this because, well, it's not really up to them, but they might wish that that last play counted.
They're the second
3rd and 8.
team in terms of running plays in the NFL. They were trying to catch Miami substituting there.
Watch what happens here. Corey Linsley goes up and basically is standing there, and the minute he puts his hand on the ball, just snaps it. Now, I don't really know what the illegal part is.
All right, put that to the side for the second, 3rd, and
They don't send everybody, but they still blitz. Overthrown, incomplete. Dolphins defense makes a stand.
and a field goal attempt is coming.
Keep it a 1-score game.
Issues on the back end here tonight for the Miami Dolphins, but they got that covered up. They had a corner on the wrong side when Eckler crossed over. It looked like he was just going to be wide open, but so far the Miami Dolphins defense, give them credit. They've got a lot of guts. They're playing a lot of snaps out here tonight.
Here's Dicker from 31. Terry McCauley gives us a little clarification. It was all one movement on the snap. That's why it was an illegal snap. Dicker
20-14.
The Chargers get down to the red zone, only come away with 3. The lead is 6. They treat Tyreek's ankle.
Jesus. I like how he said they added the extra point because it was just such a short field goal. I haven't forgiven the Chargers since earlier this year when they were in the worst overtime game ever with the Broncos. Boy, the Broncos were in a lot of worst games ever this year, but that slog they had with the Chargers on that Monday night might have been the worst game all year, and I streamed that hunk of shit. I wish I didn't. Games like that make me not want to try to stream football and hope for a good game. You really are playing the lottery when you decide to do something like this with football, because you don't know if the game's going to be worth streaming or not.
Revisit that play, get a clarification from Terry momentarily. Got a lot going on tonight. Raheem Mostert waits for the Cameron Dicker kickoff.
Every night.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
This is Thursday night.
All right, Dolphins. We're down by 6. They're hanging in there.
Grabs the ball and snapped it all in one motion. There has to be a pause at some point before he snaps it. It's just like a lineman going down at the snap, basically.
Okay. So in slow motion, it looks like there's a hair of a pause there.
Yeah, in real time, there really wasn't.
Okay, so at least you understand that. How many times have you seen that call, Chris?
Oh, hundreds.
Yeah. To read that rule book over and over, there's always something. So Tyreek starts this drive on the sideline. They've been treating that ankle every time he comes out, and then out of the boot and back out there and ready to roll. From the 25-yard line,
Mostert.
finds space against this porous.
Good run on first down.
A drive starter for 13 by Mostert.
Just keep it in the back of your mind that Raheem Mostert is one of those guys that if he does break, he's going to score a touchdown. Big Ten sprint champion, the 60 and the
Ask the Green Bay Packers how explosive Raheem Mostert can be.
Outside zone plays, right, Mike? And he'd get up, and he had the ability, if he took one around the corner, that even cornerbacks could not catch him.
God, he wants to low up and throw deep. There's nothing there. He takes off running. Slides. Good gain. Tua's best play of the night, if we're being honest.
So the 4-man rush, you get 3 over here, and here's your gap right there. And this is the first time we haven't seen Tua running much lately. Remember, he had all the concussion issues early on, but that is a big difference maker.
Back to the run. Good stiff arm, but he's not going to get past the line of scrimmage.
But not the second one to Sear Adderley up from his safety spot as the Dolphins finally get to the Chargers side of midfield to run a play.
Dolphins are showing improvement from the first half, but that's not saying much.
of this one, Chargers are 6-6. Dolphins 8-4.
Dolphins still going to win because Chargers. And my parlay will be saved.
Against that sprint champion, he was able to come back out and actually make contact with him. If he did not do that, and Mosher with all that speed had gotten on that edge, different story.
That's incomplete. 3rd and 10. It's almost 11 o'clock and we're not even at the 4th quarter yet. That's why I have Mondays off, ladies and gentlemen. I made that part of the deal.
Maybe just a point there on the ground. They had Savon Ahmed in the game, the other running back. He's not seen much time.
Doesn't really matter. It's kind of no gain anyway, wasn't it?
So 3rd and 10. Chargers bring 4.
Sack. No roughing. Even though he did to Tua what Grady Jarrett did to Tom Brady, but there was no flag here.
With his 3rd and a half sack on the season.
Morgan Fox, pretty move. Watch the little arm over, swim move to get inside. And that is typically what Morgan Fox's role is. He is an interior rusher, but he's kind of the last man standing on this defensive.
You would have thought Seth MacFarlane would have made a full-blown Kiss Save Santa because it was such a funny cutaway gag that I still hear about to this day. They could have easily done like a little 15-minute, 20-minute cartoon.
Got a lot of space, brings it in at the 12. So Miami is in the middle of a 3-game road trip, and the Dolphins on the road defensively, it has not been good. South Beach, it has been good defense, 15.3 per. That is the 2nd best point total in the league.
Speaking of Home Alone, you hear what they're doing in the Dolphins game right now? Holy copyright claims, Batman.
17.5. Home v road would be the largest difference since the Bills defense. That 40
Talking about Home Alone all night, and then they do that during the broadcast.
some of the injuries they've had.
Still a 6-point lead for the Chargers. They're at their own 13. Blitz. Herbert beats it. Offensive line beat it too.
For 9 yards with the tight end, Gerald Everett. Completion 32 of the night for Herbert.
Pressure from both sides this time. They are trying to get after Herbert. They are trying to disturb this young man, but he is undisturbable so far in this game. He just looks like he doesn't care if he's getting hit or if they're bringing pressure. This is a masterful performance so far.
Final minute of the quarter.
Jalen Phillips. Don't get a foul.
Austin Eckler again.
I was worried they were going to throw a flag when he took Eckler all the way to the ground when I felt like he didn't need to.
This is why they keep running those bootlegs, because they're sending Jalen Phillips to the inside. And with the kind of
Jalen Phillips is a big boy.
he has, Trey McKinney, no way he was going to catch up to him. So basically, almost know the next time they're going to try the bootleg.
6 tackles.
3rd and 2.
Row being worked on by the training staff. 8th-year veteran safety, the former Patriot, out of the lineup. They need 2.
Screen to Keenan Allen. Make a tackle. Make a tackle. Yes! Dolphins make the stop.
Dolphins all over. Christian Wilkins off the line. Helping to finish off the play with Jerome Baker.
Keenan Allen's hurt, but not hurt bad. And we're going to the 4th quarter.
Dolphins get the lone touchdown.
Chargers fans are like, we've been here before.
3 in Inglewood. Chargers 20, Miami 14. Sunday Night Football
They
continues.
most certainly have.
California in a moment.
come on, phone. Quit fucking up. You're sleepy. That nap I took earlier is helping me now. At first, when I took that nap during the fourth quarter of the 49ers-Bucks game, I woke up and was like, this just made me sleepier. But nah, it's helping me. I think I can stay up a while. I can certainly finish this fucking game, but probably stay up after and do something. Might jump on and fuck around with Gotham Knights, jump into people's games and help them out. That's always fun to do. I get a kick out of that. Go into somebody's game because I'm a higher level. It says it dumbs you down to make it not so overpowered, but I still feel like I'm overpowered because I take out enemies way quicker than most people when I jump in their games. Could play. Heroic Assault's actually fun now that I've beat it all and know what to expect. And I generally jump into random games, and we always have like 3 or 4 people, which makes it easy. So I was thinking about doing that. Got nothing better to do. Like Dave Mustaine said, got nothing better to do.
Off we go to the fourth quarter with our aerial coverage brought to you by Geico.
Could play some Arkham Knight. I've been playing that off stream lately, for here and there. On PC again, because I got it to run good on my PC. Save the space on the PS5. That's why I'd like to get a better computer. Get the Spider-Man games on PC so I can delete those off the PS5.
The Dolphins want to be one back because if they beat Buffalo, they have the tiebreaker with a sweep of the Bills going into the end of the season. So
Chargers punt it away. Miami's only down by 6. Fair catch at the 26.
Back around the 25-yard line by Cedric Wilson. The storylines of this one, Justin Herbert, 33 of 43, over 300 yards for the 21st time in his career. On the other side, Tyreek Hill had a wild fumble return for touchdown, and then a conventional 60-yard touchdown catch. So 2 flip the field scores.
Tyreek Hill has 3 catches, and he's still got a shot at 100 yards on a bad ankle.
Game this year, over 100 yards. He's got 6 for $116 and a TD. Some of the ways we've arrived. And Chargers 20, Dolphins 14. Embarking on the fourth quarter.
Dolphins sustain a drive, please. Jalen Waddle breaks a tackle. Gain of 20.
At the 45-yard line, been targeted, but that's his first reception of the night.
Yeah, I asked you at halftime if he were playing. Is he in the game? He's done absolutely nothing. Just to speed out here.
I had Jalen Waddle in fantasy last year, and he actually did me a lot of good.
But when they get both of those guys going, that's when it starts to happen. And I still think this offense is going to get better. I don't think they've got anywhere close to running the football the way that they're going to be capable of eventually here.
They're managing Tyreek Hill's ankle. He's back on the side.
Mostert for 2 yards.
Mostert for a couple of yards.
This has been a strangely interesting game, hasn't it?
Tyreek Hill kind of hobbles back onto the field. Little hitch in his giddy up.
There have been so many strange plays. The Chargers feel like they've controlled this game, but Miami's a play away from taking the lead.
Are you allowed to be proud of professional football players? I think the effort of this Charger defense has been extraordinary. I didn't have a clue how they were going to shut down this offense.
Chargers defense definitely threw me for a loop tonight. Never saw this coming. The night is still young. Tua's not confident enough to try to make that throw right now. First down, though, with his legs.
At the 44-yard line, it's 3 times in this half. After not running for 3.5 games, Tua's taken off.
Oh, and he finished this run. Watch this one for a guy who's been...
Don't want him to wind up in the fencing position again.
He's going to get to that spot, try and split these defenders, put his head down, and pick up a first touchdown. That's a guy who's playing to put his team in position to win the Super Bowl. That's what I was talking about.
Is that what it was? Okay. Thanks for bringing that back.
3 carries for 28 yards. 28-3 triggered.
For a yard. Remember, Jeff Wilson was injured, so Ahmed, also a former 49er, his third year in Washington, is seeing that backup running role, and here comes Tyreek back in.
I just wonder how much Teron Armstead is able to do here tonight. Playing that left tackle position with the bad shoulder, and I think he's out there battling, doing the best he can. He knows his team is in a tough spot. He's just fighting his way through this one.
This is the game last week with an injury to his pec on the left side.
Throws it up. Nobody there. Is that grounding? That might be grounding. He's getting hit as he threw it, and he just lobbed it over the middle. He was in the pocket, nobody in the area. That's grounding. Jalen Waddle ran a little quick out. And yeah, it's intentional grounding. They call it. 3rd and 19 now.
Scott? Oh, we'll say. Are you talking to Scott Novak?
No, you, Scott.
Oh, everybody.
You're the one who called that right away.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you want me to telegraph the compliments, I'll send flowers with them.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's a 3rd and long. Watch what happened on the way out here.
All right, Tyreek Hill on the outside here. You can see that has been their game plan tonight. They have gotten physical with him, and when they put this one on tape, expect other teams to be doing it too. Most teams are afraid of it because generally he's in motion. They haven't done that quite as much here tonight.
3rd and 19, screen to Hill. I like the call. It's the only call, but 45 got a punt. Just keep winning the field position battle. Your defense is doing enough to keep you in the game, but they're just going to have to figure something out here in the next 11 minutes.
Yeah, and now's when you really need that really good punt, right? You need one of those out of Morstead where this thing is...
Morstead's been doing this a long time. Of course, when the Falcons used to play the Saints, we never saw Morstead on the field nearly enough. Forces a fair catch at the 11. Kind of waiting around for something to happen here in the 4th. One way or another. Would I ever cut my hair short? Probably not. It would make my job easier at times when it's hot and when my hair gets too long and it's kind of getting in the way. But I haven't had short hair since I was 13. And I didn't want to have it then. For me to ever have short hair, I would have to have a fucking 6-pack and be about 20 pounds lighter, you know? The hair is a distraction from how shit the rest of my body looks, even though I'm like 60 to 70 pounds smaller than I used to be.
By Hyundai, it's your journey. And by Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, in theaters Christmas. Remember the holiday gift we all got? The Kellen Winslow game, the epic in Miami, the 1981 divisional playoff. Chargers led 24-0. Dolphins rallied back, forced overtime. Winslow dragged off the field, made all those catches, blocked the field goal. They win 41-38 in the heat.
Dolphins defense, you're going to have to force a turnover. It's just painfully obvious. They've been making stops, but now they need a turnover.
Yeah, and I think earlier I said that Tua had been knocked out in 2 different games. He was knocked out of 2 different games. Officially, he was not knocked out in the first one. He was the second one in Cincinnati 4 days later.
Yeah, that was the Buffalo game where he got hit at halftime and people were concerned with what happened. They said he was examined for the back. There was the investigation with the NFL and the medical situation and the protocols that have changed to going forward from that.
Dolphins looking like they want to come off the edge here with pressure. They do. Oh, boy, they make Herbert lob it up. He finds Keenan Allen, but just for a gain of 4. Third down.
First down to the 16-yard line. So the big 3rd and 5 coming up. 4.5 into the final quarter.
Jalen Phillips is breaking out here on national television, and you just see how athletic he is. Even when he's taking knocks, he is still able to be a factor in this game.
Again, Eric Rowe, the safety, remains out for the Dolphins. 3rd and 5 for Herbert. He's got time and throws it out.
Keenan Allen for damn, that's a hell of a throw.
I have absolutely no idea how that got past Cole.
Smoked through a keyhole. What a throw.
Over this play. And this thing, and immediately Keenan Allen turns around and points right back to his quarterback and said, "How did you just do that?"
Yeah, that surprised Keenan Allen.
Watch this. Yeah. Yeah, back at you. Yeah, when you get the double finger point, that's good stuff.
Good job by our team.
Turnover, Miami. Turnover.
25.
I got $24 on this.
7 yards on the gaze. He's bumped out at 32 by Kohu.
Chargers look like they're ready to lock this thing down and close it out with a long drive and points.
Feels under control. If you're willing to make that throw, that last one, where your guy is completely blanketed and you're going to throw it right past his ear hole to make it, it's been one of those performances tonight. And I think what we're seeing, obviously Mike Williams coming back, but Justin Herbert getting healthy tonight. I think you can defeat him.
Extra offensive lineman in, 2nd and 3.
Off Palmer's hands. 3rd down. 3rd and 3.
Continues to be all around the ball here tonight.
Yeah, I think Palmer may have a bit of a point. Let's take a look at this one.
Miami, yeah, that should have been a hold on Miami. Should have been a first down for the Chargers. We'll see what happens on the 3rd down. Remember this if they don't convert this 3rd down, but that was definitely a defensive hold. Most definitely.
This is generally when it is Keenan Allen time. You never know with Mike Williams back on the field.
Dolphins send the house. Allen's wide open for a first down.
36-yard line. Good call, Chris.
And he's just been that 3rd down guy. And it was interesting watching the last game. One of the great things about Keenan Allen, are his releases, obviously not applicable here. But the other thing was just how great he's been throughout his career at the top of routes. He is just one of those kind of wiggle guys that has a way on 3rd down of providing an easy target to his quarterback. And he's just so trusted. When we asked Herbert about him, he just went right to 3rd down. He said 3rd down.
11 more tonight. Austin Eckler
Eckler for 3. We're down under 8 minutes to go.
7:55. Clock starting to become a factor here. This Charger drive starting back around the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you the other guy that we haven't talked about tonight is Corey Lindsley. When he is on this offensive line, and he has just been unbelievable. No sacks in the last couple of years, no hits. But he also, more than that, he calls the signals at the line of scrimmage. And Justin can't veto it, but that leadership is so significant to have that.
Ugh. Wide open, Keenan Allen to the Miami 41. Like I said, they're getting ready to lock down and close this thing out.
So they're rushing 5 here, okay?
It's a big-time game against a big-time team. Dolphins are pretty good. They've been good all year. Although, the 49ers game and this game, and they got Buffalo on Saturday, I'm starting to wonder. Now they go Wildcat. Herbert's playing receiver. It's a run with Eckler, of course. And it's a good one. And it's a first down. 6:30 to go. They're in field goal range. A field goal making a 2-score game. Miami's down to 2 timeouts. It's getting pretty dire.
So you don't want to run your quarterback, Justin Herbert, but you've been watching enough of the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts all season and know these plays work really well.
77 leading the block, one of the young players in that front.
Dolphins having to hurry to get a man off the field. They do. Eckler got 2.
After a gain of 2. So Herbert tonight, 371 yards, adding to his first 2 terrific seasons, and he goes past Andrew Luck, the most passing yards in the first 3 seasons for a quarterback in NFL history.
Think about that. I mean, that's a heck of a record. You know who else he might catch? Dan Marino. He needed 10 touchdown passes coming in here tonight to get him in the first 3 seasons. So we're talking about some pretty high-level stuff. There's our guy.
Dan, saw him down on the field before, so part of this Dolphins front office. Advisor to
Ever since I bought those drums, I've been walking around air drumming shit, trying to get ready. Deep throw, nobody home. 3rd and 8, and stops the clock. But a field goal here would go a long way. So no negative plays. Miami's going to bring the house. How much you want to bet? Miami is going to send everyone and hope they crush Herbert before he can lob that ball up. They need a sack to put them out of field goal range. They're at the Miami 30, so it would need to be a pretty big sack here. Negative play is all Miami can hope for, or a lucky turnover. They're going to be aggressive here. I'd be surprised if they don't. Nope, they only rush 4. Wow. Herbert panics, takes off run. He's going to run for the first. Slides at the 20. 5 minutes to go. It's winding down. I put my headset down. I was like air drumming Dr. Love, trying to do the little fucking hi-hat shit that makes that song a little more interesting than most people realize it is to play.
This is one of the great performances we've seen this year.
How can I be a drummer without good hand-foot coordination? I don't have good hand-foot coordination. That's the biggest thing to practice. The foot. Everything else, I get it. But I just haven't played in so long, and that was always something I struggled with anyway. I could have never been a tennis player. 1st and goal, Chargers. Man, they're about to bury the Dolphins here. Really put this away.
Inside that locker room, but man, when it comes down to ugly time and you have to have a run, be it run or pass, Austin Eckler is the man.
Miami takes a timeout. 4:17 to go. Again, this drive started way back around the 10-yard line. There are a lot of folks who are Jets fans and Patriots fans and Bills fans who are pulling for the Chargers as the Dolphin fans want to see their team try to find a way to come back here. Like we said, they're going to be the 6th.
You know, it's funny. I know how to play all these parts on drums. And then that foot shit will just fuck you up every now and then. First and goal. Strip. It's turnover or nothing now. Dolphins use their last timeout, 4:12.
Justin Herbert tonight has just had a night from inside the pocket, from outside the pocket. They can't get their hands on him. And when it comes down to just making...
You know, I got 2 pairs of Eric Singer drumsticks. I got a pair that I put up and a pair that I would play with, but I haven't been able to play in years, so they've just kind of been sitting there. I guess they're going to get a workout later this week. You can't double kick. I can double kick certain things, but it's hard to describe when I get fucked up doing double kick. Although the kit that I have is going to be single. I can add a second pedal, but we'll get to that later on. A lot of things I can't do, but I can do double kick in certain songs. Herbert fumbled the snap. Oh, my God. Chargers recover. Oh, God damn. Look at Coach McDaniel's face. Herbert fumbled the snap. Good recovery, Herbert. We should drum about it. Why? So you can bury me? I'm so far off of being able to do anything other than just fuck around with them in the privacy of my own home. I'd just like to get through a full song. It's been a long time. Eckler loses 4, but they can kick this field goal and take a 2-score lead and put it down to about 2.5 minutes left.
If Dicker can convert from 28 yards.
Come after this field goal at all costs. So what if you jump off sides? It's not going to be a first down. You can jump off sides once or twice here.
Man, that was a huge recovery.
Got to Palomalu this shit. The Dolphins have to Palomalu this shit to have any chance whatsoever.
Dolphins have a real chance.
That was a good drive. It's going to get points, put them up by 2 scores.
From 28.
And he does 23-14. Funny you mentioned Led Zeppelin. That's another band where I'm just like, God, I can't play half that shit. Sean Bonham's a fucking monster. Black Sabbath is another band. I love trying to play Black Sabbath, and even though I can barely fucking do it, I love trying to play Black Sabbath. Zeppelin's kind of like Rush. It's like I don't even want to fucking attempt. John Bonham was doing all that shit with a single kick too. You know, playing fills and shit and doing double kick parts, certain double kick parts, was always easy for me. It was just, honestly, it was always like the basic, like, transitions and keeping time, you know? And trying to make my fucking right arm not do the same goddamn thing my right foot's doing. There's like shit I was good at and then other shit I wasn't good at that almost didn't make any sense because of the shit that I am good at. Or can be good at because I used to be decent at it, you know. Only having one crash symbol is going to fuck with me, and it's on the left side. So that's going to fuck with me. I've been sitting here trying to, like, already get myself to be like, all right, and your crash is on the fucking left. The only other symbol you have is a ride and a hi-hat. If the Chargers win this, which they look like they're going to go to the 7th seed with 4 games to go. New England beat the Jets twice. They're right there and play Arizona tomorrow. Dolphins, it's got to happen quick. It's got to be a big play, and then you're going to need an onside kick because you're out of timeouts. So there's going to have to be an onside kick in here somewhere. Get the field goal, then kick the. Get a big play, get the field goal range, kick the field goal, then try the kick. There it is. He's going to throw it up, and nobody home. Tyreek Hill double covered and hobbling. Flag on the Chargers, though. Illegal contact.
Yeah, and somebody on the Dolphins sideline is going, oh, now you call it. It has been a physical night all night long tonight for Tyreek Hill. You can see the contact out there. But other than the one time that Michael Davis got his feet tripped up and gave up that long play, it has been that sort of physical style of play that's made the difference. And it was interesting watching Tyreek on the sideline. That ice pack or whatever it was pretty high, like it might have even been the shin, which you would do with ice just to make sure it didn't swell up.
And you can see, he didn't look the same sprinting. He's back on the sideline after that play. Here's Mostert out of the backfield.
Gain of 7. 2:25 and counting. Like I said, they're out of timeouts, so it's just desperation time. Two-minute warning.
So we'll hit the 2-minute warning here in Inglewood, and the Chargers a chance to get.
And we just have to get one last fucking long commercial. Yep. What a way for my parlay to die. An MVP candidate goes 8 of 24 for 126 yards like a fucking bum. Because well, I'm not going to say he is a bum, but he's pissing me off. You know, Alex, if all else fails, but I'm like, man, I can't play this shit. It's like, aha, time to play some AC/DC. I'll be getting frustrated trying to play a song and fucking up. And it's like, oh, well, time to just play AC/DC for 2 hours. You know what would make drumming easier? Is if the fucking kick drum, you could use the back part, like your heel, the back part of your foot. instead of having to make the effort to push the front part of your foot. Because if it was just like heel, oh, hell yeah. I'd probably be a good drummer by now.
Stadium, amazing stadium, 5.5.
2 minutes. Need a field goal, an onside kick, and a touchdown in any order.
Sometimes you think of it as a dome stadium, and the ribbons are.
And oh yeah, an extra point to take the lead. But we all know, look at that win probability. 98.7. I have seen the Chargers fuck up before, so you never know. That's why I'm still streaming. Good throw over the middle, Jalen Waddle.
Marking the 44 with 1:50 to go. Timeouts.
Tua avoids the sack. Sherfield right into field goal range. Minute and a half and counting there. One more play to get into field goal range, then spike it and kick the field goal. So if you do recover the onside kick, you'll at least have a minute. Dropped or batted out, really.
As you try to get it to Sherfield, who wants a flag, and we get to 3rd and 2.
Hey, this is always an interesting time, and especially when Tyreek's on the sideline. So Jalen Waddle is doing 40-yard sprints down the field and having to fly to get back to do the hurry up. And after a while, even the 4-3 guys don't run quite 4-3 like that.
3rd and 2 from here. The field goal will be 55. And again, they need a field goal and a touchdown, plus the extra point. Mostert in motion.
Tua lobs it up. Damn. All right, kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. Kick the field goal.
You can go back and show 5 or 6 different plays in this game.
This field goal is going to make or break whether or not this onside kick means anything. Well, I mean, if he misses it, there won't be an onside kick, but you know what I'm saying.
And he has just been physical. He's a big, strong, tough guy. And play after play tonight, he has been making plays like that.
Got to have it from 55 yards for the field goal. Jason Sanders has been really bad.
Must make or the game is over.
With 50-plus yarders.
It's a 55-yard kick. You had to try it. You run a box here. You're on 4th down. Right down the middle. Got it. Okay, it's 23-17 with 1:10 and an onside kick attempt on the way. Guys, I'm just saying it's the Chargers. Special teams is not their forte.
That's a clutch kick.
That is a great kick. It's a shame it's probably not going to matter, but it's still a great kick.
To come up in a situation to keep alive.
They've got over a minute if they recover this.
All right, so here's what's ahead. And with the Tyreek Hill injury, whatever part of that leg it is.
Dolphins have the Bills, the Packers, lol. Patriots, Jets. Chargers have the Titans, Colts, lol. Rams, lol. Damn, the Chargers are going to make the playoffs. Looking at that fucking schedule. Look at the Chargers' schedule. They got a really good shot at making the playoffs. And this is a game nobody expected the Chargers to win. Onside kick time. Let's have some fun. Make this fun. I streamed this whole fucking game.
Right now, it's an onside kick with no timeouts for Miami.
General rule is the guys on the front line are trying to block the guys.
Onside kicks, low percentage play, but it's a necessary thing. And, oh, it bounced around. It's out. Oh, the Chargers recover. God damn it. I think the Chargers recovered. Ah, yeah, Chargers recover. God damn it. God damn it. The Dolphins were so close. Oh, boy. That fucking ball hung around. Chargers win 23-17 after 2 kneel downs here. Oh, man. Doing, doing, doing. One man in the open field, hits him in the hand, hits him in the knee, rolls out from under the pile, and then another Chargers player's there to jump on it. God damn it.
They took advantage of it earlier. Not this time.
That was as exciting an onside kick you'll ever see.
A stunning game by both teams. Honestly, I'm just going to say that. The Chargers came into this game with so many star players. Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Austin Johnson, Christian Covington, Sebastian.
Clutch win for the Chargers, and they got a pretty soft schedule coming up the next 4 weeks. Toughest game they've got is the Titans, and they lost big today to Jacksonville. But I think Titans-Chargers will be a hell of a game next week.
39-51, 367 yards, no interceptions. Chargers win by 6, 23-17.
Now you lost 2 in a row and you have to go to Buffalo.
23-17, and yep, the Miami Dolphins have to go to Buffalo after losing 2 straight. 2 tough ones. But anyway, good night. Godspeed. Don't eat the yellow snow. Hope you're staying warm wherever you are, people. See you later this week.